Are you able to?
What we're able to do is we doing it live. We're doing it live. That's what we're doing, 12-year-old. We're doing it live. It's not
hey, make sure everything edit out. Oh, we ain't live in here right now.
Yeah, we live.
We live, boss.
Why?
We live.
We always live.
We're always live. Livewire probably dealing with Ivanka right now. You know what I'm saying? Our Donald Trump is dealing with little baby Ivanka.
The queen of spades, huh?
Yes. And little Ivanka is not having it. So he might come in here whispering. But you know what? Big shout out to our boy Livewire as we get ready to start. Not having yeah, turn it down. You know what? That can only be one person, the person that I'm going to beat in NBA 2K sometime in the next near future, because I'm tired of 108's Dragons whooping my ass in that. But it's no longer whooping ass. He's just beating me now. He's just beating me.
Yeah, I'm just beating you like has been a slave. Stop it.
Listen.
Oh no.
Hey, man,
wow, he said has been.
I've been streaming these matches, and when you got the listeners and the people that's watching the stream saying that, oh, here he comes with that LeBron cheese, they know that I'm on that ass. So anyway, let's get on to it. I do have a KMEGA rant that will be coming here soon, but before that, let's talk about something really, really good, and that is the Patreon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about the Patreon for a second. I want to give a big shout out to our new members who jumped on. Jacob Coy, thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? Davaka, I cannot ever say his name right. Davaka, let me be country.
Davaka.
Yeah, Davaka. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's a vodka somewhere, but whatever.
Yo, if it's vodka, it's good.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sipping on some vodka right now. So, hey, man,
it's all about the cognac.
Well, Crown is my drink, but you know, I'm trying to lay off
whiskey.
Yeah, I'm all for that Crown, man.
Anyway, so you know, big shout out to him. You know what I'm saying, for being a Patreon member. Always big salute to Jazzy Noob Xbox for sure for being a Patreon member, and also to this bum William Bailey, because I know him. He only put in $1. Get the hell out of here. You know, you retired at 40. Come on, bro.
Come on now.
Hey, he retired at 40. You know what I'm saying? He making like 9,000 a month. Get out of here. He owns house.
Conservative with his money.
Man, $1. I said, hey, bro, you got
me. You gonna put his financials out?
Hey man, because I'm calling him out. I'm calling him out. He's my boy.
Financials out like that. That's my. You want to give $1? You want to give $1?
Hey, that's gonna make more people give $1. You know how they kind of can't make it.
Let me give him $1. What's up? There are people that do worse for $1 than what we're doing right now.
That's true. That's true. But thank you guys.
Shake that ass.
Yeah, but
thank you holler for $1.
But thank you guys so much for
$1 bill
hopping on. And don't forget, guys, you also we're trying to get to our first 20 patrons, and if you get on there, then you'll get a year. You'll get 1 year of Xbox Live, or you'll get 1 year of PSN, or you'll get 6 months of Game Pass. Now, if you into PlayStation Now, hey, I'll hook you up. 6 months of PlayStation Now, but I don't even know how that works.
We get 20 Patrons. I'll let KMEGA beat me in 2K and let y'all to stream.
Hey man, why don't we put some help on that mic? You know what I'm saying?
Finish eating first, dog.
Let's go.
That sound like from fried chicken.
If we get 20 Patreons, y'all can see me kicking mega ass and Matt. I need my rematch.
Yeah, man.
I'm saving it.
Come on, man.
Live.
I'll give that ass whooping for free, bro.
No, he's fine. Every dog got a day.
24.
We had technical difficulties the other night. I ain't gonna blame it on that, but you know what I'm saying. The last time I put this way, Mega is my little brother on Madden. He ain't ready for the for the first time.
Okay, for the first time. Anyway, hey, the records would show different, but anyway, thanks to patrons. Come on and join, and also if you jump on and you get up there, you'll be qualified. Because KMEGA paying it out of his pocket because the Patreon is still new. God of War. Or you'll get the ultimate version of what is that game? State of Decay 2. You know what I'm saying?
You look like a fraud. You couldn't even remember that.
Imagine.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
I had to think about it, man. I had to think about it.
KMEGA choice is not good. People don't like all these different choices.
Hey man, that's what we do here at GRG. So anyway, regardless, you know what? and you get your name in the raffle, look, man, you'll get a chance to get God of War. And so you got to look at it from like this. You put in 20, 10, $2. Don't be like that bum William Bailey and put $1. But you know what I'm saying? But you get a chance to win God of War if you're interested in it. You know what I'm saying? So come on. Or, State of Decay 2. So, you know what I'm saying? So go hook us up. We'll hook you up. Real talk. Anyway, so let's get on to the illustrious panel. As you see that we don't have our other matriarch here because she is sick, but I really don't know what she's sick of. Maybe she got sick on some, I don't know. That she made waves on CLT.
Don't even go there.
she got sick of all the hold up.
You know that, right?
Maybe she caught a bad batch.
I'm telling you, it's the water on CLTs. It's the water on CLTs, guys.
Anyway, so
she got seasick.
You know what I'm saying, KMEGA? She in the chat right now. She can.
She in the chat. Oh no. Okay, all right. Yeah, anyway, much love to Lady Infamous. I was just playing. Anyway, so let's go on to our panel. Delilah HD or UHD. What's happening with you?
Nothing, man. Just chilling, wilding with you guys, man. Enjoying my night. Just trying to have some fun. Talk about these games. Tired from work, but I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. And big shout out to 6996. You are damn right. I will be giving out food stamps if y'all sign out to the if you sign up to the Patreon. We are ready. If you want to take it the hood route, I got some Henny, some Crown, you know what I'm saying? Some Rock, whatever you want from the beverage store, from the adult beverage store. I got you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Corona, whatever, we got you. Anyway. Okay, now I really sound like I'm e-begging. Anyway, so let's go up to that bum. When I go ahead and I beat him in 2K, it's going to feel so good. What's up with you 108 Dragons? Are you stopped eating finally? That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame.
He gone.
Is he gone?
I think so.
Yeah, I heard somebody did. No, he's
here.
He's here. But he's muted.
He's here.
Muted.
Oh, no.
That mic.
Trying to inject those seat me, man.
I mean, no, you inject those
Wait, don't pick me out. Damn.
That mic is horrible, man. Get out of here and come back in.
All right.
Stop disrespecting the GRG podcast like that. Damn, no commas. Anyway,
just come at me and you be a trump on your own.
I just did. Get your ass over here.
I can't hear you, Dragon.
Yeah,
that threat doesn't work when you can't even hear it.
I know that. You know what I'm saying? You sound like these haters out here. Anyway, go ahead, man. Triple Cup Chuck, are you up?
Man, I'm always up. Man, I don't never go down. Man, I hover. Matter of fact, when I walk, my feet don't move. I just glide. You know what I'm saying? I just be sliding through the club. You know what I'm saying? That's how I be coming through this thing. Man, I'm ready to get into it. Let's go. You heard me? Let's do it.
All right. Then we move to that other bum. As he faced Ram Nation, the king of Madden. You know what I'm saying? KMEGA, of course. And the little boy that's out there that's only waiting for them Raiders to do something against them Rams. 100. What's up with you, bro? It's all right, man. 100.
He muted.
Oh no,
he's hurried. I hurt his feelings. Oh my God, look at this.
Man, he uninstalling Madden right now as we speak.
Who isn't muted? That's the question. Who isn't muted? Like
I got a Windows restart. Damn.
Oh, you got jokes. Anyway,
man, that's serious, man. That's critical.
I'm gonna restart and come back.
Okay, we started to come back.
Oh, he for real, yeah.
All right, then we move on to Kaleidoscope. His mic is not on mute. So what's up with you, bro?
Yeah, yo. It's the Xbox Goes Kaleidoscope. Getting ready to go into this on the GRG podcast, yo.
Hey, say KMEGA. Hold on. KMEGA. No. Hell no. Man, Kaleidoscope, you know how we rocking, man. This is GRG, man. IMG, man. Do your thing, man.
All right, man. Yo, ho, and a bottle of rum. It's the console life for me. Yo, ho, and a bottle of rum. It's the Xbox life indeed.
Okay, all right. That's what I'm talking about. All right, and then last but not least, man, we're gonna go ahead and get to our 12-year-old man. We cannot have foul language. We got to keep GRG PG-13. So what's up with you, bloody?
Nah, if he's 12, it got to be PG.
Well, he's like 2 days away from being 13. So anyway, what's up, Knuckles? What's up, man?
Man, tell me what you want, Knuckles.
No, you just talk normal. It's like,
oh my goodness.
You know what it is? It's your boy Bloody Knuckles here, just chilling, man. Just loving everything we do. So it's a fun time.
Yeah, always a fun time on GRG, man. And glad for you guys to come rocking out with us, because I guess people are ready to hear about these topics. But before we get to the main topic, we got to talk about something that was really actually serious. Here, we talk about things that everybody wants to listen to, but we also talk about things that you need to listen to. And that is, for one, talking about the YouTube shooter. And what happened, the reason why the shooter came to YouTube, to the YouTube headquarters, and started blasting on folks. And it was pretty crazy because it was a female. She had a handgun, because usually the news is always showing something with somebody with an automatic rifle or something like that. But she came with a handgun, and she killed somebody, plus she killed herself. And the fact of it is that the reason why she did it is because her algorithms wasn't getting enough views on her channel. And so she complained to YouTube, she complained to police, she told her family. Nobody didn't do anything about it, and she went missing for a couple of days. That's when the family got concerned, and then we find out what happened. So very unfortunate.
Was she in that area already, or she just?
No, she drove out there. I guess she was from California, I believe.
Oh wow.
But she drove out there. She took a couple of days. And that just comes to show you just don't know what's going on and how mental that some of these people are. So when you get into these long arguments with people online, and you just don't know, when these people snap, because this lady was a animal rights activist. And you know what I'm saying? And she was all about her animal rights. And what's really crazy is that, you know how animal rights activists is all about, well, animals first, but then yet she's blasting on human beings like she don't give a damn about them. So
hey, Megan, they blame that on me. I got a couple of tweets. They blame that on me, and I don't even live up north. I live down south.
She's not up north. She's in LA, bro.
That's what that is.
Hang on, come out. Ain't that where is that? That's up north. That's North California. I live in Southern California. That was Northern California, and I got blamed on for it. They said I send her up there to do it for you, man. And I didn't do it.
Wow.
Man, it's too soon for to be joking.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know if he is joking, though, man. That's the thing. I don't know if he is joking.
Hang on. On some real shit, though. On some real shit about that situation it's kind of numb for me, because I live in Southern California, where shit like that, the post office people go ham and all that. It is not like national news. Yeah, it's not like national news. You might have a person. We didn't.
You don't watch the news, so how would you know?
Man, what you mean? The news come to us. I know, man. I know somebody went into our local Sizzler and tried to poison somebody with some stuff. It's gonna come to you, but it's wrong. Now, since she just lost her mind, that's all she did. She lost her mind. She lost it. Sometimes you get a breaking point, but you can't just that shit happens, and we live in a big ass world. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? It just happened, and she went to YouTube. Now I just want to know how she get in. You know what I'm saying? I have corporate, you know what I'm saying? I work for corporate America to a certain extent, because I contract to some
from home.
Yeah, from home. But when I do have to go in, I have cards that I have key cards to go in and out. It ain't easy. This is called YouTube. I know YouTube is harder than the law firms that I go in once a month. Like I say, you got people sitting there. So it had to be somebody that let her in like that. She just couldn't walk in. Or this is my theory is maybe she wanted to talk to some people and she was a big YouTuber, and they'll allow her in, and they didn't know that she was going to pull out the blammer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Anyway, Delilah, can you help us out on giving your thoughts about this situation?
First of all, I was completely shocked by it, because I thought, it was just kind of like bizarre, right? Because usually when you hear these things, usually it's a male, it's not a female, it's it's a stereotype kind of deal. So when I saw the story, I was definitely kind of taken back by it. But man, I didn't know it was for the whole views thing. You don't know if she was making a living off that was her income, and it's like somebody all of a sudden stopping your checks, So that's probably what I'm trying to, in my mind, like figure out how the way she think, but she could have just been crazy. We don't really know the full story behind it. But let's just say somebody all of a sudden just start taking your checks from you. Here you was making, ain't no telling how much, about maybe, I don't know, $1,200 a month or something. That's me being extreme with it. But let's say somebody all of a sudden just cut that check out and you doing the same thing that you've been doing and you no longer getting that money. So, I mean,
Delilah, can I ask you a question?
Yeah. Go ahead, ask the question.
Ask this question. What if she was getting in views and she was getting traffic because of algorithms that somebody that said was working there that was giving her the strudel? And all that shit came to the seat.
Hey, hold on. Hey, that sounds more realistic though. Think about it, because a girl just flipping the top.
I asked the question. I'm asking the question because
how many make you do strange things. That's what I'm saying.
How many? Man, you straight went left, but I mean,
but how many YouTube? Okay, perfect example. How many YouTube creators that I know that's big time that's saying that YouTube is killing them off?
A lot.
You know everybody, pretty much everybody.
They're killing them off. So is she? I'm just throwing a mode. I'm being detective. I'm not being nasty. I'm just being a detective. Like
I got you. You're trying to figure out the thinking process. And me too. I was thinking that too. But go ahead.
That's all I was thinking. Like, I'm just throwing that out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Did she have somebody inside and he decided to take the algorithms off? Sometimes, you know, and stuff like that. And she suffered off of money and, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't want to be with her no more and say, you know what? You know what?
I ain't going to help you out
take
no
you
more.
out and I'm going to take you out with me too. Let's go.
Okay, but yeah, she just shot the first person that she's seen.
Got this little love thing going on.
I don't know, man. It sounds like you.
Are we sure this didn't turn into a episode of CSI, because that's what's going through his head right now?
After dark.
What is it?
How to get away with murder to me.
Yeah,
I mean, you gotta think about what would make you put that iron on somebody.
But
you gotta think about it like
that was her reason why putting that still on him, was because of the fact that her YouTube channel was not getting the views that she normally was. She said that she complained about it.
But Rich came with it.
Do something bad to him.
That's the same thing. He ain't going up that bad boy and shooting up the spot.
I mean, he probably ain't about that dumb shit too. She probably was about that. Like, man, if y'all play with me, play with my money, I'm gonna knock your ass off. I mean, I know people that'll knock you out for $50. So imagine what she probably was feeling. You know what I'm saying? Probably hitting her hard, or probably she was been doing it and can't get in. And she like, why y'all won't let me in? You could type in the exact name, and when you type in the exact name, I still can't find my video. Man, why I'm seeing all these other videos that where all these different names, why am mine not pulling up? I come up in there for ounces and y'all give me the runarounds. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all. You want to play with me? I'm gonna knock you out. And that's what she probably was thinking.
Whoa, Triple. That sound like that's you. That was kind of scary, son.
Hey man, just break it down, man. I mean, look, that I could get more into that than 100 talking about a love triangle. Like, you know,
why you don't think that could? I'll put this way.
Baby,
I'll let you put this way.
Hey, I'll give you those algorithms, man. If you go ahead and let me.
I live in California. Trust me, people will do something for people who do something. People will kill you for $1. You know what I'm saying? You're being $1 short. But check this out.
This her money, like month to month.
Yeah, but check this out. But how did she get access to this?
I'm sure she just walked in, because that's what they said.
You cannot walk into these facilities.
They said that you just walked in and just shut
up. Right. Delilah, don't you work at a corporate? Don't you work at a
security is tight?
You cannot just walk in and nothing like that. I cannot walk into nothing unless I have something.
And start
somebody walking out. You can grab that door and walk.
Yeah, you grab the door.
The thing is how she. Yes, she probably just. Yeah.
How did she get access to it? It's like I've been.
Talking about
just told you one. You grabbed the door when somebody walked out or somebody walked in.
It ain't that hard.
I'll put this way. No, I'll put this way. I've been in. It's some elevators that I can get to a server. Right. I have to take a service elevator, and I have to use a certain.
Man, she probably got a guest pass. You don't know what she did.
And she's a female. Look, shooters has been mostly male. So I mean, nobody's not going to assume that a female. And if you've seen her channel, you know what I'm saying, she doesn't look like she's like that. She's just a regular looking chick.
That's racist, because y'all ain't treating females.
Hey, I bet you.
Oh man,
YouTube channel probably blowing up now.
All right, Kaleidoscope. What do you think about this, man?
I agree with Delilah though. I just think that she was frustrated because she wasn't getting that check every month know what I'm saying? She was complaining about it. From what you said, she complained to her family about it as well. And who knows how long she was with YouTube on the line. You know, it could have been a month, 2 months. You know what I'm saying? And she was frustrated. She went over there and she wanted to get her shit straightened out. And I guess they didn't want to straighten it out, or they probably gave it a runaround and she got pissed and started wetting people.
Yeah. So like, I'm just now looking her up and see, kind of, she's like a regular chick.
Yeah, she don't look like.
She don't look
skinny chick. Yeah, she don't look threatening whatsoever. So any situation could have been to where she could have came in there, looked like that, or maybe she could have had a pass. But this love triangle stuff. Anyway, 108 Dragons. What is your thoughts on this, man?
I think her ass was sick. YouTube is not that important, man. Yeah, and to take somebody's life off some algorithms, you should have just killed yourself anyway, because that's crazy.
She did.
No, I'm talking about without killing somebody else. It's not. Come on, man. This shit is uncalled for. You know what I'm saying? All these shootings of innocent people unarmed. You a sucker. You a chump. That's what suckers do. I don't agree with none of that, man. They need to just go. You want to do something, kill yourself. You that angry, kill yourself. Stop taking all these innocent people with you, man. People got families. Don't make no sense. I'm not co-signing none of that shit.
Real talk. Real talk. All right. What about you, Knuckles? What is your thoughts about this?
Man, I agree with what everyone's saying, man. It's crazy, man. If she was frustrated, I understand. If she making a living off of it, and was getting that kind of stuff, that's great and all. But I understand the frustration. But what she did was next level. That could have meant that this woman was already, not the right way. Because if that was her, de facto response, even if she was having a lot of run-ins with things, a lot of the big YouTubers have found other workarounds and we're still fighting on a lot of things, but they didn't see them going out and losing their shit about that. No, like I get that she might have been making something that was to live off of, but if that was her response, this is a chick that was already unhinged even before. That's right. This was just the one thing that pushed her to that point.
Pushed her over the edge.
Yeah, it was. Right. And I saw the pictures of who she was. Yeah, this is the worst cases of she was not an intimidating looking person. So when someone like that catches you off guard, it's more one of those surprises because of the fact you don't know that she's the kind of person that's going to do that. When you see other shooters in the past, they have that kind of look, that they seem a little bit off. She didn't look that way. That's the worst part about it. If she was a better shot or anything, who knows how much worse that it could have been with the people that she injured. I hear that one of them recovered well. The other
she had a handgun.
So. Yeah, she had a handgun.
Yeah, she had a handgun.
They all got all these shooters got one thing in common. They fucking cowards.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Cowards.
I mean, no doubt about it. But there's also go to the stemming issue of mental illness.
That too.
You know what I'm saying? And that stuff needs to be addressed. Now that's a whole nother topic for another day. But this is what going on around here. This is serious.
Yeah, it's serious because you got to think with that. Look at this. Think about this. YouTube is a massive complex where they have all their main offices, and someone like that was able to get close. Yeah, it's definitely protected, so she had to have some sort of way to get in, but that just shows that everywhere, no matter how big and protected it is, everyone is vulnerable. That's the worst part about it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So yeah, no, but look, there's people saying, I thought this was a gaming podcast. It is a gaming podcast.
And it's a gaming topic.
But this is a gaming topic in a sense because
it's a serious topic.
First of all, we on YouTube right now. So
yeah. Y'all listening on YouTube. Yeah. So I mean, you look off so the fact of it is that this is a YouTuber that went crazy and started blasting people because of the algorithms, because she wanted to get enough views. Trust me, if that was the case, I've been shook. I've been shot a whole bunch of motherfuckers because you know what I'm saying. My views have been up, down, left, right, sideways. But it is what it is. It's just that because of what some people have done to jeopardize all these algorithms to hurt all these smaller channels. It is what it is, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying. If you don't do it for the love and you do it for the money, this is the type of things that can happen. So. Anyway,
I heard she wasn't even making that kind of money.
No, I don't think her channel was that big.
Right. So
I mean, tell you,
she crazy.
It said from that she was frustrated for the fact that because she wanted to, there was people that listen to our content talking about saving animals and animal abuse and things like that, and that there's a lot of people saying that they couldn't see her channel, and she wanted to know why, and she got pissed off by it because YouTube didn't come back to her.
I'm looking.
They didn't respond
in the chat.
Yeah.
Like, she
gave it
she was also making like signs and stuff about YouTube dictatorship.
Yeah, it sounds like she's crazy. That's what it sounds like.
Hey, that already. So
yeah. So I mean, but how many people do we see like that every day? Every day.
Every day.
On YouTube,
it had nothing to do with YouTube. Nothing to do with YouTube. It could have been anything. I said 3 sugars in my coffee. You gave me 1.5. I'm killing you.
Wow. Yeah. So anyway, so live.
You said it, but yeah, it's not really funny.
That's not funny. So live. You want to touch on this before we go to the next topic?
Man, you asked me either.
Oh, you was over there talking. You was on there talking with 100's love triangle. So I thought you already gave your point.
Oh yeah. Nah. I mean, while I still probably changing some diapers. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you don't it don't squirt in your face.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Look, check this out. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I understand what her anger, because I see it too much too often. Well, I mean, respect is everything. And when she go up in there and she demanded, like, you know what I'm saying, why this ain't going on, and people playing with her top, because, you know, I know a lot of people, they say, man, you play with my top, I'm gonna knock you off. And I mean, it ain't like I'm saying this here from just something. I'm saying, like, I done seen people laying down dead because of something simple like that. So that's why I don't play with people. And I'm saying, it's a thought pattern in my mind is I'm thankful to God that I'm still alive, because you can get killed about anything. Yeah. I mean, it's just an example. If you play with somebody, you ain't supposed to, you know what I'm saying, do that, because she might have been like, okay, look, I'm trying. Oh, you want to listen? Okay, y'all, I'm gonna make y'all listen. And they got people in the world like that. I mean, I ain't saying it's right, but they got people in the world that's like that. So, you know what I'm saying, you got to be in a mind state where, you know what I'm saying, how to be able to handle a person that's showing like that. Now, she might not look like like she a gangster, because, you know what I'm saying, I just seen people say, oh, he got dreadlocks, got goals in his mouth, oh, he a gangster. Man, that don't make you no gangster. My grandmother had goals in her mouth when, you know what I'm saying, before I was born. So, you know what I'm saying, people been doing this here, so that don't make you no gangster. You don't know who is really about that. So, you know what I'm saying, I just seen police officers hold a person down, shoot him in his head, and we out here having a purge in my city right now. I mean, literally people doing all this crazy stuff behind a police officer killing somebody, and they giving him vacation time with pay, and they didn't fire him. They dropped all the charges. So it's really uproar. I'm trying to keep all my people. That's why I'm doing this type of stuff, because I don't want to be in this violence like that no more, because I know that it's real, and people would do stuff over simple stuff. Step on your shoe, they'll shoot you. You come out there and you might tell somebody the wrong thing, or you might say something the wrong way, and they don't like the way you said it, and they say, man, what you saying then? And all of a sudden you having a boondocks, where they call an end moment, and all of a sudden somebody dead. So when she probably went up and she probably had good potential to do something, and she like, man, I'm tired of y'all. Look, I'm trying to do this here. I mean, I got no other option. You playing with my money, and if my money is my life, and if you playing with my money, you playing my life, so I'm gonna take yours. So I understand why she's doing it, but at the same time, I'm not saying it is right. I'm just saying that it needs to be recognized and understood why people doing this here, because it ain't just YouTube, it's all around the world, and it ain't like nobody's scary. Because a lot of people feel like, before I beef with you, I'd rather leave you on the ground where I never had to see you again. So, you know what I'm saying? I understand the whole situations of these type of, the whole situation of these type of situations, because I see it all the time. Like every day, I see this. So I try to avoid these situations. So that's why I know that when somebody do this, I can pretty much pinpoint why they did it. Now, 100 made a good point, but 9 out of 10, it was about her money.
Yeah. She probably went up there initially to talk to somebody, like, I want to find out what's going on with my monetization, and somebody probably blew her off, and she got pissed, like, you ain't gonna blow me off, not today, you ain't.
Not today.
Yeah.
Right. And it also said that the police talked to her 11 hours before. And you know,
they said nothing she wanted to hear, and she was like, oh, y'all ain't gonna help me either, I got you. And that's what. Now her YouTube channel probably blowing up how she wanted it to. She probably happy right now.
She's dead. Mad. She killed herself.
I mean, hey, but that's she made the ultimate sacrifice to make a YouTube channel profitable.
Yeah, well, it's really sad. It's unfortunate. But I thought this was really important to talk about, just for the mere fact of so many of us that we are part of YouTube, and we look, and I'm looking at all different types of chats, especially with this fanboy console war garbage. You know, then you see everybody saying crazy shit, you know, and then eventually there might be somebody in that you're talking to that might really go take that trip. You know what I'm saying? Really out there and go find you. So
yeah, you don't never know what someone's thinking.
Just don't know. So I mean, it's pretty crazy. But anyway, let's get on to the let's get on to the second topic, and that is about Spider-Man.
Yes,
Spider-Man. So yeah, the first thing I want to ask you guys was, and I'll go to you, Triple Cup, is are you interested in this Spider-Man? Did you see the trailer?
Man,
did it look dope? What's up, man?
Hey, look. Let me run this here to y'all. Look, right fast. I'm gonna make it short. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been drinking. But look, check this out. Boom.
I've been drinking.
I'm not a PlayStation person at all. Zero. You know what I'm saying? I have no interest in hitting shapes. I rather hit letters. But Spider-Man, something about Spider-Man I like. You know what I'm saying? Even though most Spider-Man games, after you play half of it, it get repetitive. But I like this game. It looks interesting. I mean, Microsoft need to do something with a Marvel or DC hero. I mean,
we'll talk about that. Just stick to the main topic, then we'll change up.
Okay, well, yeah, but Spider-Man, I'm with you, man. My bad. Right. Look, Spider-Man, I'm highly interested into it because something about I even like the outfit, the suit with the big white spider. It give it just that pop. You know what I'm saying? It give it that. If you got a 4K TV, I think it's just gonna make it look extra. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just something about it. I can't really explain. So you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people saying, well, it's just another Spider-Man game, but for me, I'm just looking at all the things that they could add in there because you know what I'm saying, times has changed where they could add RPG elements. They could have it's a whole bunch of different systems. They could actually have where you can actually do something with Peter Parker. Not just no bullshit. They can actually have a way you can actually play as Peter Parker and actually have a reason to be as Peter Parker. So I'm just curious because Insomniac makes some good ass games, and I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it 100. I want it.
Oh, okay.
It's just up, man.
You first, like what? Okay, you.
I'm not pulling your homeboy, man. I ain't gonna just say, man, we ain't got no games. Hey, they just got a good game, and hey, give credit where credit's due. I like a Spider-Man game, like Batman too.
No doubt. Okay, so all right, we're gonna go to you, 108 Dragons. What did you think about Spider-Man? Of course, it's got its release date on September 7th. And man, are you excited about it?
Yeah, I just put down $25 on a $150 edition. You goddamn right, I'm excited. Out there that's picking systems over other systems, and you ain't gonna be able to play it. I'll make sure I stream it for your ass. I'm excited. I love a good game, like everybody else does. It's gonna be a good game. I don't care about that quick time event that people are complaining about and all this other stuff. It looks like it's very interactive. And for those people that keep saying it's never coming to Xbox, it's a PlayStation exclusive from day one. Why are we talking about that? Damn.
Thank you.
Delilah, what about the Spider-Man? Are you excited about it?
Oh yeah, I'm buying it day one, easy. No question. I love Insomniac. They did a great job with Sunset Overdrive and all their past titles. I'm definitely picking that up, man. And I mean, no question. I got a PlayStation. Why not? I mean, I'd be dumb not to pick it up. Because I prefer Xbox.
Okay, all right. Okay, 100. What about you? What do you think about Spider-Man? All right. Okay. 100 got no comment. All right.
He drove down to YouTube.
Yeah, he drove down to YouTube. He wanted to find out. He said he wanted to be a detective.
No.
So anyway. All right,
don't do it.
Don't do it. Anyway, what about you, Knuckles? What do you think about this Spider-Man? And
oh God, I'm excited for it. It's great. It doesn't matter about the stupid console war stuff. Gaming is gaming. That's all it is. And I love Insomniac. I've grown up and played most of Insomniac's games. You know, they're great. What they do between shooters and adventure games, they've always done something unique. And if you look at Spider-Man, it does have shooting aspects with the web, but it's still very much one of the action games that they've done before. It's great. It's beautiful. The style of the suit is very unique and everything. Like, who wouldn't be excited for this? Like, we've made fun of all the old Spider-Man games, you know, from the movie ones. You know, the like Web of Shadows was one of the better ones because those ones were their own unique ones. But this one is something special in itself, and it's dropping at a wonderful time for Sony because we've all known that it was going to be exclusive from day one. I don't know why everyone's getting all riled up about it or trying to use it as ammo for something stupid like that. We've already known about all that, and it's coming out at the time that they're gonna drop a Spider-Man movie with Enter the Spider-Verse. Why wouldn't they want to push their big character of their franchise for their console? Like it makes sense. Like anyone who thought otherwise is just deluding themselves. Like this game right here is one that would makes me want a PlayStation. This is a game that I like. Like I've always loved superhero games, and Spider-Man's one of my favorite superheroes. Like this, and it had the combat in it. It's very Arkham-esque. It's also very similar to it has with some of the QTEs and the way that it works. It's very similar to Rise. It's a combat system I personally like. I like those styles. Like the Arkham style has always been a fun one because we've seen it in Mad Max and others. Like it's just a well-rounded game, and they plan on updating it afterwards with their own unique storylines and chapters. Why wouldn't you want to support a game like that for a company like Insomniac that has so much?
All right, what's going on, Kaleidoscope? You all right?
My bad.
all right.
I know y'all can hear that.
Yeah. Go ahead, Knuckles. Finish up.
But yeah, I'm just saying, like that is a game that has me exactly excited. I already pre-ordered my collector's edition. My only complaint is about the collector's edition because that steel case looks kind of generic with just the red and the white logo. But other than that, I love it, man. I'm excited for it.
All right, cool. All right. What about you, Delilah? Did I go to you, Delilah? I can't remember. Okay.
Yeah, I'm buying it.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, live. What's going on, man? What do you think about the Spider-Man?
All right, good talk.
Oh yeah. Ivanka's tripping. Yeah, he's not having it. So all right, I have no idea who else was I supposed to ask because
me.
Okay,
my bad. I know y'all can hear me.
Yeah. You were boom. All right, what do you think?
That was embarrassing. But yeah, I actually would want to get that game my damn self, man. It's Insomniac, like Knuckles was talking about, man. These guys have a pedigree, man. They have almost like a Pixar-like quality to their animations, from Spyro the Dragon to Ratchet and Clank to Sunset Overdrive. Come on, man. The game looks phenomenal. There's a lot of people out there, crying, bitching, and moaning, like, oh, but the combat system seems similar. Well, he's Spider-Man. He ain't Wolverine. How he's gonna fight? He's gonna fight like Spider-Man. All right, that's the way I see it. And not only that, but I don't own a PS4, but dude, since it comes out in September 7th, I'm gonna start saving them pennies and whatnot. Know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start saving them pennies now in order to get that PS4.
Oh man,
because Spider-Man is the real deal, man. I don't know why so many people use it in this console war for like, oh, we got this, you ain't got this, or we got this and you ain't got this. Come on, man. Y'all need to stop with it, man.
So you're gonna
play a game. Have fun.
Me that you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna buy a PlayStation 4 Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's the only one I'll buy a PlayStation 4.
I can take that bitch back right after you finish beating it.
I mean, I played. Let's think about it. Think about it this way, though, man. Especially in the console community. You know what I'm saying? There was this in this console war, right?
Right.
Activision has had this license for almost 20 years, right? Almost 20 years. And they've delivered mediocre Spider-Mans for almost 20 years. All right, Web of Shadows might have been one of the better ones, but it was still mediocre. All right, Ultimate Spider-Man was kind of cool, but it was lacking in some areas. All right, all of them have been mediocre. Now, finally, somebody decides to give Spider-Man that AAA tender loving care like they did Batman with Batman Arkham Asylum, and people are having a tissy fit over it. What's up with that? I don't understand it.
So true.
Hey, Neverland is already giving out his application for you to sign on over to join Z and the rest of them out there.
Hey, Neverland. Hey, we're talking Neverland. Neverland, he still ain't told me what's been in my pony package, man.
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Look, I was told they don't want me, so I'm like, all right, well that's cool. But anyway, that's pretty funny to me. But anyway,
it's killing with the pony contract.
Yeah, I know the pony contract. You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
I want to
shout out to Neverland.
What do I got
being messy. Being messy. I mean, look, you eat begging for the pony contract. You know what I'm saying?
Look, if I'm gonna sign something, I need to know what I'm getting out of it. Hey, I ain't no sellout.
Okay,
I'm all around.
Hey, but you keep asking about it. But anyway, as for me, okay, as for KMEGA, what do I think about Spider-Man? I'm not interested.
How How did I
I'm just playing. No, this Spider-Man looks fire, man. I tweeted. This is day one for me, man. I just wanted to give people. I wanted to let it ride out, but y'all started jumping on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I just wanted the people to start tripping. But anyway, no, this is day one by. For me, it's Detroit and Spider-Man. Those are day one PlayStation titles for me. That Spider-Man looks fantastic. It's the one reason why I do own a PlayStation 4, just like when I bought it for Horizon Zero Dawn and for Neo. You know what I'm saying? And Nier Automata. So that's, you know what I'm saying? So when you get titles like that, then you have no choice but to support that console. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody gets pissed off about the fact that that's a really good game and Sony did really good on marketing and locking that down, they've had the minus touch all this generation when it came to marketing and how they've been doing their business. They have been doing a fantastic job, because not only it are like maybe some Xbox fans upset about it, but PC fans are upset about it because that game is locked. Jack, it's not going to PC. So you know what I'm saying? So kudos to Sony for doing themselves a solid, because this game, and I will give a KMEGA prediction, it will blow away. It will blow away God of War. It's going to kill God of War. This will be the biggest selling title.
Oh no, definitely
for Sony, and it'll actually probably be the game that'll probably compete with Uncharted. That's my prediction on that.
I think it could
I actually think it'll overtake Uncharted, bro.
I don't know if
Spider-Man is a big name, bro. There's a lot of people that I know that have PlayStations. They never even heard about Uncharted. Just being honest.
Yeah, I think Spider-Man is one of those characters that have enough notoriety.
Yeah, dude.
PS4 exclusive. It's easily gonna do numbers. Like
what's the best selling Spider-Man and how much?
Maximum Carnage.
Yeah, but all those Spider-Man titles were garbage, though, man. Come on, man.
No, Spider-Man 2 was critically acclaimed.
Look, the last good Spider-Man game we had was Maximum Carnage. That's it.
Okay,
well, Spider-Man 2 had like
go to live.
It had the 83 on
man. Marvel should have sued Activision for their treatment of Spider-Man. That's what Marvel should have done.
Well, live. Let's go to live. What do you think about the new Spider-Man and the release date for September 7th?
I mean, it looks good and the release date is good. I mean, I don't care about it because I played Matt Spider-Man's, but you know, for those that like it, it's, you know, that's what's up.
Okay, no doubt.
You know, I don't understand why people say they don't want to play cartoony games, but they want to play Spider-Man. That's kind of confusing.
I mean, I can't argue with that.
I'm just saying, because Spider-Man looks more like on the lines of like, you know, Grand Theft Auto versus you know, Uncharted. I'm just saying, and you know, that art style in Grand Theft Auto is a lot more closer to cartoony than an Uncharted. So I'm just saying, like, you know, but I mean, it's their own.
Consistent.
Yeah, man. And big shout out to the 80 people that's watching right now, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the support. I know what a lot of people are waiting for. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? They can't see it. It's so weird. Like the last.
I can see it. Well, I can look at it.
No, you can see the like and the dislikes, but you can't see what's the numbers. Like, it's really crazy. I don't know.
Why you hiding it?
I'm not hiding it. I'm not hiding it. I have not. I've been trying to go
in your settings. You hiding that.
100. You ain't give your input, man. You took an L earlier.
No, I took an L because I told you I got people at the house, but you know, I'm here. I'm listening. When I walk to the kitchen, I'm listening. So I'm listening, man. I'm only human. I'm trying to multitask. Shit.
Okay, man. Are you gonna talk to the topic, or you gonna just bullshit? Because if you gonna bullshit, you gonna get the topic.
Give me the topic.
No, what do you think about Spider-Man?
You gonna kick me out?
I'm gonna kick you out. Ejecto seeker. You better answer the goddamn question.
All right, what's the question?
Spider-Man. Just turn the question.
All right,
All right, Spider-Man.
Okay, it looks great. I see things that they took from other games also. You know what I'm saying? Like Sunset Overdrive with the wall running.
Yep, they don't look
right? Instead of using the grinding, using the web. But is it innovative? But you know what?
Great.
I'm gonna put it this way. I'm gonna say it just I'm you know saying, because I already know you're talking. I don't want me to talk that long.
No, you say what you do. Go ahead.
Spider-Man gonna sell just like Star Wars gonna sell, and it's gonna sell to the casuals.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's gonna do. It's gonna be. Now, do I think it's gonna hit like 7 million? I don't know. You know, but it's not like a first Spider-Man. It's not like boom. It's not like, you know how it came out with Star Wars, you know, Star Wars is like it's gonna be the with the Force Unleashed and all this other stuff put in.
Yeah.
We got Peter Parker. And you know what? And since Marvel took over, Star Wars ain't really been the shit since they, you know, they put him. But he's a kid. I don't know, you know, but I hope people go out and buy it. It looks interesting, you know. I don't care about no QTEs. I know people, it's nothing but QTE games. It's about the story. Now, what's the story gonna be about? Because it's coming out after Infinity War. So what? That's what I don't understand.
It's 5 months. It's 5 months after Infinity War, bro. It's coming out 2 weeks before Into the Spider-Verse.
I don't think it's gonna be totally tied into anything with Infinity War.
It's coming out not too early from that Venom movie. That's why they're gonna have a Venom DLC.
Well, like I said, Sony has 2 big Spider-Man properties coming out this year. They have Into the Spider-Verse, and then they have Venom. So what bigger time than to put a good Spider-Man right in between those 2 movies?
Yep.
It's get everyone on that high because Spider-Man's been seeing a big resurgence after Homecoming. They finally have Spider-Man in a well-done spot where it's making money and it's getting that love that it got with the Sam Raimi films. Why not do something big like this? It's their own property. Let them.
The marketing is going to be retarded on that if you think about it.
Yeah.
But you got to sell me on that. I'll put it this way: what I done saw of the game, is it a day one? I know I'm gonna get a ridicule from it. No, because it's QTE. I did it before, so just because it's people gotta understand. Just because it's a name on the game, don't mean that you got to buy it. Like. One of my favorite games, and it might be none of y'all favorite games, but I love it. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2. I love it.
Oh yeah, them shits is dope. They dope.
I love it because guess what? The story got me involved to it. Where is the story of Spider-Man? Now, how many times Xbox guys get smashed where Xbox is not putting stuff out about what's going on? We still don't know what the fuck is going on with Kratos, but God of War is the game of the year. Now. Come on, I'm asking the question. What is in Spider-Man that makes me want to go do it? I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even watched Spider-Man Homecoming yet because I already know all about because he's in the Infinity War. So why I need to watch Homecoming for?
Because it's his origin story.
Yeah.
Man, we already know about Spider-Man.
First of all, it's a good
man, I'm 38 years old.
It's a good movie, man.
Yeah. What did you say,
I'll catch it.
I said it's a good movie. You should just check it out.
I ain't saying that, but I'm telling you, I'm putting it out as a regular consumer that don't really not into Spider-Man. How many times we had Spider-Man remakes? Oh, and from video games to movies. Not saying it wasn't, but it's just like it's not like, hey, I need to go see Spider-Man Homecoming because I already know he's in Homecoming. I mean, I already know he's in Infinity War, so I'll go back to Homecoming.
What? Okay, stay with the game. You're going left, but
no, I'm just saying. I'm putting this with the game. It's like, can they get the casuals to go out there and buy it?
Yeah, the casuals are going to buy it. You got Kaleidoscope saying that he's going to
eat it up.
4. Yeah, that's why I said this game to me is going to compete with Uncharted.
I don't know how they advertise it. They got plenty of time to advertise the game. They gonna
think about it. Spider-Man shows up 3 times this year in movies.
Yeah,
like you said, Infinity War, Into the Spider-Verse, and then
they're gonna market the hell out this game.
Like Spider-Man, with my man Jay Long say off of Spider-Man off the 360 in the PlayStation.
Well,
how you guys feel about that?
What's the biggest Spider-Man? The most popular one, like the movie.
Probably the second Spider-Man from the original trilogy. Yeah, with Doc Ock.
All right, so
I actually think Homecoming outsold that one.
Maybe
you have to check it out, but I think Homecoming might have taken the crown.
Okay. All right, my thing is based on that. What video game came out with that on the second one, right?
Yeah, Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2.
Trash, or, what was it? That'll tell you how many people bought that game. Will tell you, give you an idea of how many will buy this game.
That's not
gaming wasn't as large. Gaming wasn't as huge as it is now.
We got a bunch of sheeps that follow shepherds.
No, but I'm saying, but I'm also talking about between Spider-Man was on like Xbox, right? I think it was Xbox, PS2.
Spider-Man been out since Nintendo.
No, I'm talking about that particular Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2. Right? It was on all those platforms. So you know,
Spider-Man 2 was the #1 selling, and then with the
all right, his Metacritic was 83. Is that a shitty score?
I don't care about Metacritics.
I'm just saying,
that's decent.
Is that a good or a bad score? So it's not something 83 is not something that people will look at and be like, well, that's not good enough. Because people didn't really start saying it's 90 or bust until like this gen. And if that's the case, there's a lot of games that people want. They would get like Bloodborne and Uncharted. That'd be about it.
Well, let's keep it a buck right now. They get on Microsoft. They get on Microsoft about what not showing. So who's the enemy right now? They ain't showed none of that.
They showed a villain in the very beginning of the.
No, that could be a side villain.
The Chinese guy. He wasn't the main villain, but it was the Chinese guy. He's a side villain. Yeah, but I mean,
but everybody do not read.
Why would you want to show the main villain off now?
Why not?
Because that's just anyway. We're gonna
go to
the yeah. You keep going. So no, you're not. No.
Can I go talk to the church right now? The Church of Mega. Why I can't talk to the Church of Mega right now? I'm trying to talk to you.
We got to keep
the Church of Mega.
We got to keep on topic. Okay. So anyway, we're going to the next topic of this. All right. So Delilah, what is okay? So we know about Spider-Man and what's going on with all this and the popularity of that. So now, what about Xbox? What could Xbox bring to the table to have their own exclusive? What Marvel character or just any superhero character would you like to see them?
I just wanted to do Sunset Overdrive 2. Just please. I mean, I think I like to
come on, stay on. Come on.
I agree with it, man. Sunset Overdrive 2.
Sunset Overdrive 2 would be dope, man. I mean,
it would be dope.
But okay.
You talking about a Marvel or DC?
So pick a character.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I like Storm. So I mean, come on, like this is hard for me to choose.
You're on an island by yourself. I like Storm too, but she can't.
But no, I know she can't carry a game by herself. Come on, I'm not crazy.
Because like to me, honestly, other than Wolverine, I don't want to play a game just with Cyclops. But I'll play a game with Wolverine, Cyclops, Storm, Jean. The X-Men.
But I mean, that Wolverine game was one they had back on 360. That was a pretty cool game.
I mean, you got Deadpool, you got
Deadpool gets his games. He gets his own games too.
I agree with it. It could be Storm, but with Black Panther.
Black Panther.
All right, and Storm is his queen.
And he's hot right now. Black Panther.
With the Wakanda city.
Exactly.
Hey, no. You do a Wakanda game. You don't do no Black Panther.
You don't even have to have all of it. It could be all of Africa. You don't have
That's
to
what I'm
be
saying,
Wakanda.
though, man.
Wakanda just be the home base.
A whole continent.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be like The Witcher.
Continent, you got
like The Witcher,
Black Panther, the Dora Milaje.
Man, he ain't got to. Why you guys got to keep him in Africa? Like what? Did he
right? Like, come on.
No, I'm not saying he can't. Yeah, but majority of the time he's
saying Africa big enough to hold a whole game by itself.
Africa's huge,
Black Panther doing inroads. They went into Saudi Arabia. 35 years, no movie has gone in there.
I seen that Black Panther, the first movie that went there. Man, I found that out today. That's amazing.
They made theaters for it in the whole 9 AMC theaters.
How insane that is.
Yeah, 35 years. People were saying the Emoji Movie. They didn't make theaters for the Emoji Movie. The movie just got ported over there. All right, big difference.
Okay, so Triple Cup Chuck, which character would you like to see Xbox bring?
Okay, mine is a little bit different because you know what I'm saying. Beyond with your Black Panther is the obvious choice, so I would have to go with precisely Remedy. They would have to make this game. Now the game that they would have to make will be a Flash game. Now when I say Flash, I mean I'd have thought about this here for a while. Just imagine Quantum Break, but Flash.
Yeah, that'd be so sick.
Yep.
The Ultraverse.
Ability in Quantum Break was insane.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, that speed ability that could be the Speed Force with the lightning and whatnot on the sides.
Man.
Right.
When everybody freeze and you run around, that'd be so sick.
And then all of a sudden you might get like the reverse Flash or somebody like the Zoom. They're the only people that could when you do your speed, or you can have a meter where you can have your Speed Force, where you can have everybody freeze, but you know what I'm saying, it's only a limited time and you can move. I mean, it's a whole bunch of different ways they could implement this game. It's punching, man. You know,
you're right, though. I definitely want Remedy to do it. That would be sick.
Yeah, I don't want to see nobody else but Remedy do it. You know, that's the only person. What the only team.
Okay, what about you, Knuckles? What character would you like to see Xbox bring? Is he there? Okay. I gotta be checking to see these mutes. Yeah.
Just put down the Legos and come on.
I know. Oh, wait, what about
there you go? There you go. The big dog.
What about you, 108 Dragons?
For me, a game that I would like to see that's superhero.
Wait, 108 Dragons.
He'll never miss the opportunity to talk.
Yeah, no, you're done. You're done. 108 Dragons. What character would you want to see?
Blade.
Ooh. How did I miss that one?
Blade the Daywalker. Disrespectful vampire killer.
Blade would be dope, man. Think about it. He has guns. He has guns and a sword.
Yeah.
And he be cursing crazy as he's kicking your ass. I like that.
Who made the Arkham series? Who made the Batman Arkham series?
Warner Brothers.
Rocksteady.
Yeah, Rocksteady. Yeah, Rocksteady. Yeah. Now Rocksteady should better do a Blade game. I think they could pull that shit off perfectly.
Oh hell yeah!
It's definitely possible.
The guys that did Castlevania Lords of Shadow games too, they could pull it off.
Yeah,
that wasn't
Konami.
Yeah, Konami.
They got to show me
not Konami. Mercury Steam.
Mercury
show me a little more.
I don't even. Yeah, I didn't know who the actual people. Who
Mercury Steam. They would kill that
because
they're the ones that's doing Raiders of the Broken Planet right now.
Raiders of the Broken Planet has been kind of.
How is that? Because I haven't played it yet. I got it.
It's fun.
I enjoy it, man. I enjoy it like crazy, but other people on the panel do not.
Hey, Naughty Dog.
I'll say this: their shooting mechanics and everything in that is fucking weird. Like after you shoot, you have to hold. You have to hold the trigger after you shoot to reload. Come on now.
Yeah,
that's weird.
They said they did some other shit today. I ain't gonna. I played this in the alpha, the beta, and the omega. Fuck that shit. That's dog shit.
I like the characters. They're hilarious, but the story...
somehow they're making money. How about that?
Hey, what about a Wonder Woman game by Naughty Dog?
Well, I was going to go down and go see the live wire and see what he was saying. Nope, you wait, Knuckles. You had your chance.
What about you, Live?
No, you wasn't last. You was over there running around. Live, who would you want to have a character? Well, Xbox to have a character, I should say.
I would like Black Panther if we're staying with Marvel. Mm-hmm. I think if they were to do it, I wouldn't go kind of the whole open world way that Spider-Man is, where it's like kind of locked into one. Because everybody's like, oh, Black Panther should be able to move around and have multiple missions, and I kind of agree with that. Especially if you're going to kind of go with the whole movie type thing where he's like in Africa, but he's also in Korea and stuff like that. So I would kind of mold, mix it between, a GTA open world, but shrink the map and then have it kind of like a sandbox aspect of like a Splinter Cell, because he is that type of guy. Like he's superhero, but he's also, he has that espionage type feel to him. So I would kind of blend the two and see how that came out. But if it wasn't a Marvel, I would say Ninja Turtles. Why not? We hadn't had a good Ninja Turtles game in a long time. So
yeah, because
hey, that Things 360 Ninja Turtles was a good ass game. I don't know what this new shit is.
Yeah, it wasn't no good. You can't even buy it. Well, you could buy it, but I seen it for sale for like $135 because they're not selling it anymore. It came from Platinum Games. But I've heard from
Ninja Turtle, the one that
no, not the one for Platinum. Yeah, I'm talking about the one Shadows. Out of the Shadows.
Yeah, and they said it was not good at all. I heard
the mechanics on that game was amazing. Man,
really? I don't know. I heard a lot of that.
Yeah, you really feel like you're fighting with the turtles. Now that new shit with by Platinum Games, it ain't hitting on nothing. But that one up, it was actually good. The cutscenes was cheesy, but they should they ain't had.
It
enough
was
money.
Low budget. It was a low budget.
Enough money for it. If they'd had more money, I mean, that would have been a nice ass Ninja Turtles game.
Yeah, but more than anything, straight up, I would take an X-Men game, bro. I do like the fighting games, and that would be cool too. But like the Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, go back to like playing with multiple X-Men type game, like that shit. They had X1, X2, like that type game. But just make it good versus the trash that they've been putting out for the last however long.
Shit, Nightcrawler.
We are going to get an X-Men game though from Square Enix. So that's kind of.
I thought it was Avengers.
It's an Avengers game.
Avengers.
Yeah, I need it to be.
That's an Avengers game.
Yeah, hey, Nightcrawler could hold his own if they put a game with Nightcrawler. Man, just think about it. You fighting, then you could teleport to once. You know they could actually pull something off with him.
I just thought about it. No.
Bro,
man, you can't shit on Nightcrawler.
Listen, the X-Men game will be dope because the story is already there, and you can go straight. Go maybe like 5 books deep into a game. Like the first game, you could just follow the them going versus Magneto or them going against the Sentinels, and then you can work your way up to Apocalypse. Metroid. Man, there's a lot of shit they could do. Days of Futures Past with Bishop. Man, there's a lot of ways you can go with that, man.
Man, I put it this way.
Hold on, let Knuckles go, and then I'll let you go last 100. Go ahead, Knuckles. Now,
I haven't gone yet, yo. I was just helping Delilah, man. I got one.
I will let Knuckles go. Knuckles, now are you there? Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
All right. I'm tired of answering for people and nobody ain't there, man. You know what I'm saying?
I was here. I had the mic muted because I had to step away for a second to get some water.
Okay. All right. Cool.
But let's go. What I was saying is that there's a few things that we all want. We already know that there's the Avengers game coming out. What we could see is think about, especially for Xbox, they have a great relationship with Warner Brothers. Most certainly, they have a great relationship with Warner Brothers Studios because of how they've done with the Injustice and Mortal Kombat and all that, and Shadow of Mordor with what they've done. Why don't we get a full Justice League game or a game based off of a DC superhero? Look at the Flash. The Flash is perfect with the time bending, with the super speed. You have someone like Remedy who's done that kind of slow mo time bending aspect that you could do something like that. Or if you really want to get creative and go a little out there, Khonshu with Moon Knight. I would love to see a Moon Knight game because most people don't know who that is. But if you look at who that character is, he's badass. He's probably up there with brutality more so than Blade is.
Yeah, he's pretty raw.
Yeah, Moon Knight would be an awesome game.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. That's
Punisher very original game.
Yeah. Okay, you've had your chance.
I'm just throwing it in there.
No, you thought it. I mean, Punisher would be dope. I would have to co-sign on that. Punisher would be awesome, especially with this dope Punisher show that's on Netflix right now. So Kaleidoscope. Who would you want to see on the Xbox for their superhero?
Who else, man? But the incredible motherfucking Hulk. Pardon my French. All right. I'm just saying, yo, think about Ultimate Destruction on the OG Xbox. Have that type of gameplay with new wave graphics. Use the cloud engine, right? Use the cloud, the power of the cloud in order to destroy the whole city. All right. And make it on Planet Hulk. Like that, we could get our Rise Son of Rome jollies off at the same time. All right. I think it would be phenomenal, man. I mean, just think about it. He's green to boot.
Oh, snap. Listen.
No, I'm saying it's just something that just fits. Like, you know, like the way in Soul Calibur, they had Darth Vader go to PlayStation, Yoda go to Xbox. You know what I'm saying? I see it's something that works. It's like a match made in heaven. And actually, Microsoft needs to jump on that, yo, because they got the technology to do it, to destroy a city. Y'all could make it on Planet Hulk, so y'all could actually have him on Earth. They ejecto-seed his ass all the way to Planet Hulk, because that's what happened. The Illuminati sent them to Planet Hulk, and then he takes over there. Then you get introduced to all these characters and whatnot. Some of them actually showed up in Thor Ragnarok. Meek and Korg, they from Planet Hulk. I mean, dude, it's just something that people would be jumping all over for.
Hey,
especially how Hulk is popular right now. Come on.
Who would you want to make Hulk?
Who would I want to make Hulk?
Crytek.
That's a good not
That's a good engine.
No, not Crytek.
You'd have to get a couple of studios on that.
You know what? Hang on. Think about this. If they made a whole game with destructible kind of environment, get someone who's worked with the Frostbite, like Dice or someone who knows how to destroy buildings. That would work better.
Nah.
Yeah, but Dice is the EA company, though.
Yeah, you don't want Dice in it.
But I'm saying you have to have someone who has to who has experience.
I mean, you might well do in-house, and whoever making Crackdown actually be their next game will be the Hawk.
Well, I mean, they've gone through 3 different studios for Crackdown.
Okay.
Well, there's 3 different studios working on Crackdown. Not that they gone through
this topic was going to go this long.
I mean,
I had no idea that this topic was going to go this long. But anyway,
as a matter of fact, the guys that did Mad Max,
yeah,
they know how to do a nice big open world game.
That would be
all right. And then with Microsoft's tech, because of course Microsoft shares their tech with their developers and whatnot, they could actually add all these real world physics and whatnot. And plus, they own the Havoc engine, so they'll have that at their disposal as well.
Yeah, West Dot 155 said Cable and Bishop. That would be dope, or maybe a Deadpool game. That because there's already been a Deadpool game, and I like it. I thought that Deadpool game was really hot. But if you get a big budget behind it, it would be great. Like have somebody that knows how to write, because I loved how funny it was. So anyway, so 100. What comic book character would you have go onto the Xbox?
Myself, YouTube content creator.
Yeah, you was a character, huh?
Why can't I be a character? I am a character. That's
the next topic.
Oh, hey, that's yours.
Professor Xavier.
Man, we trying to have a serious conversation. He's talking about him.
Because he the Black Professor Xavier.
Lala, what you know about man?
All right, bro.
I wish y'all believe in me.
I'm gonna give you one more chance. Who would you want to come on there on the Xbox to be a superhero?
Play the music again on him.
I said Punisher, man.
Whew.
Man, I just want my boy. We got Marlo Briggs. Give me Marlo Briggs shit.
All right, bro. Okay. Anyway, let's get to the meat and potatoes, because I don't know what 100 is on tonight, man. No. You ain't doing this. You ain't doing this.
Not tonight.
You ain't been talking with no sense tonight. You ain't been talking with no sense tonight. You've been talking left. You've been saying wild shit all night. Not tonight. Not tonight.
The only thing I'm gonna say is
no. We on the next topic.
Hang on, let me say what I gotta say.
No, what you know? What?
I ain't gonna say nothing long. I ain't gonna say it long. I'm just gonna give it a buck.
Oh.
We got all these fantasies. The shit ain't gonna happen because Marvel gonna want shit. Marvel and DC gonna want the shit multi-plat, so it ain't gonna be nothing exclusive. That's all I'm saying. Damn, go on to the next topic.
Go and burst everybody's bubble, man.
Okay, they could do it with a B or C rated character. That's still possible.
You know what? 100. One more time. One more damn time.
Get them.
One more time.
Get them.
One more time. One more time. I'm trying to have serious discussion. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have some serious discussion. When I ask you a damn question and I'm saying, hey, what would you want? Me, motherfucker, nobody wants you.
I am a character. I just ain't signed by Marvel or DC.
You ain't no damn character. You like 120 pounds wet. What you gonna do? What's your secret power?
I get drunk in real life. I get drunk on the boat and in real life.
Talking mess. That's my secret power. Talking mess.
People might see that me and him are arguing. No, me and 100 do this. We get on Xbox Live. We act a damn fool. That's my boy, though. I can't wait to see that. I cannot wait. Anyway, all right, let's get to the next topic. Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes. We'll talk about the PlayStation 5 after this. Let's get to it. Xbox gamers out here, man. There's a lot of people doing this de facto seat, cuz they about to get out. They getting out. They done. They're saying they ain't even waiting for E3. They've seen God of War. They've seen Spiderman. They've seen just commercials and hype and excitement. And they say they done. Pointy contracts is being signed on a daily. I'm getting harassed. I'm seeing everything go on. So, and there was something that somebody sent to me that was very interesting. There was a guy, Griffin Gaming or something like that, giving his video, and he had some interesting points. And so there was a point that he made. Of course, it was kind of clickbaitish because he came after crap, which is unnecessary. I don't know why people do that shit, but we know why. But yeah, but in all reality, our Xbox fan, and I'm gonna go to you first, 100. So we'll get you out the way. Get you out the way. Okay, so are Xbox fans hurting the Xbox brand?
Yeah, they is. Because we require about every little thing. Every little thing. You know what I'm saying? I can't get in the Xbox party. But PlayStation is down right now, so go read a book. We complain about I think we the pickiest out of the four main groups. We complain about everything. And some of this stuff is garbage. And like I say, some people fall with their shepherd. The shepherd tell them what to do, they're gonna fall with it. Instead of thinking with their own mind. Be your own shepherd. Ain't gonna keep along with it, but we know we got shepherds in the community. Just because they cry about it, you don't need to cry about it. Use your own mind. If you enjoy a certain brand, enjoy it. If you enjoy all brands, enjoy it. Use your own mind. Don't have nobody control you. Don't be a follower. Be a leader. And we got a bunch of leaders in here. I can't tell nobody what to do in here. I might get manipulated sometime by Kaleidoscope to tell me to buy this game. And he heard it from He-Bop, and then I buy it. I'm like, oh damn, man, I ain't gonna play this in 6 months. But you know what? That's just as fun the games. But we need, as a community, I thought we was strong. It sounded like we breaking down, like saying like Humpty Dumpty having a great fall.
Now what? Okay, well, let me ask you this question then, 100. What do you think it stems to? I mean, because there's people that saying that it's because of Xbox fanboys. So like, I get labeled as an Xbox fanboy. Of course, anybody from BGST or, a lot of us get labeled as Xbox fan. They say that we're the problem because we help promote trash games. So what do you got to say about that?
Okay, my thing is the people that's saying it, if we go check their police record, they ain't played half the games exclusives that's been on Xbox. So my thing is go try for yourself. It's like I tell people, I'm thinking about hitting Hellblade right now. I don't know. I probably am going to hit Hellblade, but let me try it. And then when I can't knock it until I try it. You just can't listen to. Some people listen to a certain YouTuber, a certain tweeter, a certain person on Facebook, and they say it's trash. Just like there you go. Little boo over there, but you can't. I put it this way. I put it in movie terms. If people told me movies was trash, and I love that movie, I'm like, damn. So you just can't go off of what someone said. You have to experience it for yourself. Take the experiences for yourself. I know everybody don't have the pocketbooks to buy games just like on the regular. That's why I think Xbox Game Pass is, you can't say. To me, you can't say State of Decay is trash, or you can't say Sea of Thieves is trash. You got an option to try it for $10. Come on. What other gaming console allows you to do any of that? None. So people just need to sit back, think for themselves instead of quit being a follower and start being leaders in this gaming community. You know what I'm saying? We need Indians. No, I mean, we need Chiefs. We already got a bunch of Indians.
I think to some people that might be racist.
That is too. They call me racist.
Native Americans.
They're natives.
Hey, I got Cherokee Indian. Just because I go, oh, that called me racist.
Oh, no, 100. Stop.
All right, you're going left.
You're going left. 100. Come on.
No, I'm put this way.
Focus.
I went to school. I put this way.
Don't go left. Don't go left. Stay on topic. Stay on topic.
I know I'm still on topic, but I'm still on topic. You know what? As a community.
What is that, yo?
What you think when you get live wild with a baby? What you think gonna happen?
Oh,
man, what y'all expect once live wild? Become a father.
Well, I know.
I'm gonna end it on this. But quit following shepherds. If you're a sheep, quit following shepherds that don't play these games. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Okay, all right.
That makes sense, though.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Don't follow a shepherd. Don't play games.
That's right. Okay, so let's go to you, 108 Dragons. You know what I'm saying? We ain't really heard a lot from you, just a little bit of snippets in here and there. So I want you to go full in. What? You know what I'm saying? Is Xbox fans are the reasoning? Is one of the reasons why the Xbox One is being branded as trash or this, that is the reason why there's so many people defecting and all that.
There's nobody defecting. Sales are going up.
Mm-hmm.
You just hear a lot of toxic YouTubers saying ignorant shit that's making people follow them. And 100 is right. Listen to the content that you pay attention to. Listen to the people that's saying it. And you could either check their gamer score, you could check them how much they invested in that game, and then you're gonna see
if they even played it at all.
Right, you're gonna see their credibility being shot. How many dummies came out the window and said Sea of Thieves was garbage? Then to rebuttal what they saying, they make hate videos. Oh, I can't believe it's successful. Why? Because you too busy criticizing and you don't play nothing. That's why. I know I bought a console to play games. I ain't bought a console to say what's bad on it, or that go for any system. I don't know why people take the time out to do these things. But listen, man, just pay attention to the people y'all listening to. Death to the toxic YouTuber. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, all right.
That's what's up right there. Yeah,
that was it. That was it. Real talk. All right. So, what about you, Chuck? Is it us? Is it us as content creators? Is it the Xbox fan base? Is it what is it? What's going on? Why is it that some people think that it's our fault or the Xbox fans' fault for the Xbox being so insignificant to what some people say?
I mean, it is, but you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, you got to blame yourself. And in this situation, yourself is Microsoft. They need to blame themselves because, you know what I'm saying, they shouldn't have never listened to the crowd. You know what I'm saying? The people that just want to be loud and spoken, saying stuff to bring people to their channel. You know what I'm saying? The casual gamer really don't give a goddamn about none of that shit. If they want something, they're going to go get it regardless of the situation. Now, if you look at it like this, the biggest thing was back in 2013 before the Xbox was released. GameStop is one of the biggest places that actually do like the pre-orders and the sales of consoles, like the actual consoles. So there was a time period when GameStop stopped taking pre-orders for the Xbox One X, and the Xbox One Fat. And I know this for a common fact because when I first went in to go order it, they said, we're not taking no pre-orders for the Xbox. You're going to get the PlayStation. So a lot of people are like, well, you ain't got the Xbox. Well, let me get the PlayStation. And then they listen to all these YouTubers like, oh, Xbox, they need to do this here. If they don't do this here, that's why they failing. So Xbox like, they might be right. So let me, these the gamers, let me listen to them and they change things. I mean, the whole concept of this DRM from the get-go, this is my biggest thing. When they was talking about, oh, DRM bad, but 90% of these people was, you know what I'm saying, no disrespect if you play on PC and you just gamer. But that's where that shit was coming from, because a lot of console gamers ain't even heard of no DRM. They don't even know what that is. They looking on Google, what is this here? I know they want to hop on a bandwagon. Everybody was going against it. And really, and truthfully, in reality, we still got this DRM without the benefits. So, you know what I'm saying? Most of these gamers that's talking about bad games and stuff like that. Like when you talk about Sea of Thieves,
if you play on Steam, most of them.
Right, exactly.
It's DRM.
Exactly. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? They be talking all that there. So what I look at is me personally, you know what I'm saying? I can't, you know what I'm saying? Whatever our next person do, that's whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? Much power to them. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're doing, and you're doing it for clicks. And you know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, you know what I'm saying? That water going to run dry. But with me, I'm more of a type of person want to play the game. If I like the game, I want to talk about the game and say, hey, look, this is why I like this game. Now, if it's a game I don't like, I'm not going to say, hey, this game is trash or don't buy it, regardless of what system it's on. I'm going to say, well, this game is not for me. I don't like these type of games. So I'm going to let you know straight out the dump. I don't like these type of games, so I'm not going to sit there and talk about it. But if a game I like, I'm going to sit there and run an episode saying, hey, look, this game has such and such, such and such, such and such. And if you like what I'm saying and you're like, oh, I want to experience something similar to that, then cool. That's where you need to go to, you know what I'm saying? Or like, you know what I'm saying, like Lady Infamous, you know what I'm saying, on the road to 1,000. Sub to her because she do number real games. She ain't really about none of this bullshit. She just want a game and, you know what I'm saying, bring content out to y'all. So people that's doing it is getting overlooked because everybody want to look at the Kardashians and the love and hip hop people of YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Shit, man. I'll be looking at that like it's entertaining. But when it comes down to real facts, like Dragon just said, man, I'd rather go to Dragon channel and listen to. I'd rather go to Live Wipe on if I want to hear Live Wipe. If I want to hear Kaleidoscope or KMEGA, you know what I'm saying? If I want to hear a real opinion, I'd rather go to somebody I know and I know where their mind state at, so I know what they talking about. But when somebody just all of a sudden just flip like a light switch because they know it's hot, man, you ain't getting no credibility from me. And that's just off the dump, regardless. So, you know what I'm saying? You cool, But no, I know where your content stand, and I know how I'm looking at it for entertainment. I'm not looking at you for nothing that, okay, this might be something I'm interested in. Because if you is the type of person that might just hop around and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? You killing your own credibility. So death upon yourself.
And can I add something to that real quick? A lot of people that listen to us, man, if you notice, everybody here, 100's a personality, KMEGA's a personality, Delilah, Lady, Triple Cup, Knuckles, myself, we come from different angles. You don't see us getting together doing no nonsense like we gonna have a meeting tomorrow and we gonna do this to get views. Pay attention to these channels, because this is what they doing. They buffooning your intelligence, because we don't do that. Everybody channel here is an individual situation, and we come together on Fridays and form Voltron. That's what we do.
Yeah.
So I need y'all to pay attention to these toxic people, man. This is what they doing, and they can't get certain people involved, and then they ridicule what they do, because we not doing that hype train. We ain't doing that bad boy shiny coat shit. We want to be hardcore rappers. This is what they doing. They just getting together and they creating BS content. Like I said, I always go back to Delilah's tweet that these dudes is running out of stuff to say and they just making stuff up to make content. Just pay attention, people. That's all I say. Pay attention.
Yeah, but I put this way too. Some of these people that do that, they don't need it.
They don't need it, right?
Funny just on GP. Like when people tell me I'm funny, I don't even see myself funny. I just make shit up. Sometimes.
We know.
Man, everybody know 100 shoot from the hip.
I don't, you know, but my thing is when I do listen to myself, I actually listened to myself today for the first time. I was in the car and I listened to my last podcast for the first time today, and I'm like, okay. And then I listened to one of my first videos, and I was like, wow, okay, that's totally different from what I used to shoot at and when I used to shoot. My bullets, you shoot straight now. They don't shoot all the way straight. I ain't got that what do you call that? The curve bullet that you can curve and shoot somebody.
But
it's not attack.
100. Stay on topic.
I'm staying on topic, but I'm this way. The Xbox community, we need to stay strong. Just because another company come on with 2 games, we don't need to fall. The gates are still here. This is still the mortal.
And you knew they was coming. It didn't surprise you.
Oh no!
Your armor.
Should have known that right from the get. 2013, Jack. It was right there before the Xbox even came out, Jack.
Hey, we already know what the PlayStation 5 gonna have, but
Halo 6 gonna drop.
Like I'm looking at the comments, somebody saying that the Xbox One needs to die. You should never want that if you're a PlayStation fan, because that means that there's no competition and that they're gonna get lazy. So you should never want the competitor console.
Tell them to say okay.
No. I mean, no.
She's right.
She right.
She right, but man, don't stress her.
That stressing. It's just one of the things. Just answer the question.
I just want to put that out there because I see that all the time. They come. What trips me out is they come to a known Xbox pod, centric. We talk about everything here, of course, but they come to a known Xbox centric podcast and they say crap like this. It isn't. It, to me, it just baffles me. Like why?
And some people like punch.
We already own the PlayStation. Like we already own PlayStation. We already play those games. So I don't know what they think they're doing when they do.
When they say things like that, you know what? Somebody put on Twitter today. They just need attention. Let's give it to them.
That's all.
How many games that you just supported on PlayStation? I talked last night.
I have close to 100 PlayStation games.
If we go check some of these guys' police record that mess with us,
a lot of them won't have many games, and I'm what I'm saying. Diehard PlayStation fans, like, look, I'll give it up to a person like Jabari, even though he tried to come in my neck. That's frost. It's propaganda. You know what I'm saying? I sit there and when Jabari and Porter Rock came on to GRG, he sit there and after the show, talk for 2 hours. Then they're just chopping it up, right? People think that we actually have some kind of beef or problems or situations to where we actually don't like each other. We may not have the same ideals or the same thought process when it comes to our preferred consoles, but the fact of it is that there is no hate. I don't see why other people are taking so much of this and gravitating it to another level to where this is like politics or your favorite sport. It's not like that.
Or religion.
Yeah, or religion. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I don't like Porter Rock.
No.
I toast to that.
I feel like you kind of take like that's my sport. Like I took Sega and stuff like that. I feel like that. I put this way. I feel like that's my favorite team. So I'm gonna fight for my team. Like my Lakers is my favorite team right now. Right? We ain't ready. We up and coming.
Okay, you going left. We don't want to hear about the Lakers.
I'm making an analogy.
It's pretty long.
I'm making an analogy, but you say about we take it. Yeah, I do take Xbox like it's my favorite team. I do.
It is.
Okay. Well, I mean that's cool, but I'm saying
I don't understand why people don't understand why you could. It's okay to have a preference. Like I don't get why that's. I mean,
I got a lot of favorite.
It's just like rooting for your favorite team, like your favorite basketball team, favorite football team. Same difference. Most of us have been on Xbox since the beginning, so it's like you asking me to leave my entire ecosystem to go somewhere else. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's kind of rough.
Yeah, but that's what a lot of people. Okay, so let me go to you, Knuckles. What is your perception of all of this, man? I mean, what's going on?
I just it's one of those things I just don't get. Why do we have to make it seem like it's so much more than it is? If people aren't happy, sure, they could be unhappy about it. But the thing is, they make it seem like it's life or death kind of shit. Like that's the stuff that gets to me. It's like just because your thing is doing well, it's suddenly life or death. Like everything is a lie. Like what kind of shit is that? That's the stuff that I just don't understand. It's just like why can't we? What is going on actually?
I don't know.
Yo, what the hell?
Is that?
What is that?
That's Wires probably want some attention.
Is that KMEGA?
No, it might be blowing his nose.
Oh, that.
Hey, what's going on?
What the hell?
Yo.
My ears are bleeding right now. Who is that?
This KMEGA.
Oh wow, and he doesn't know that he's on.
You okay,
Oh no! Oh no!
KMEGA got caught by the exorcist. He's stuck in the TV.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Caroline.
Yo, somebody DR.
KMEGA is doing that pure dope. It's
somebody needs to DM him.
Yeah.
I guarantee it's a video.
It ain't KMEGA because he muted.
No,
Nigga, follow my voice. Follow my voice to the light, Mega.
What are you talking
about? What are you talking about? We heard you voice.
What are you talking about?
You need an update.
What's happening? What's going on?
Once the show is over, play it back and you'll hear.
Holy shit, man. That shit was funny, bro.
What was up? What was going on?
All right, moving on.
All right, Knuckles, back to what you were saying.
As I was saying, okay. I don't understand why people just making it seem like it's life or death kind of shit. Why can't we just be happy that the other people are doing good? Why can't we just be happy that they're getting good games? We all talk shit about it, but it was a slow beginning for Sony. They weren't getting big games. Now they are. We aren't. So what? They're doing well now. No. I'm being honest here. They didn't have any massive blockbusters coming out. Their first party coming out at the start of the generation, and
holiday season.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that now that they're getting these good games, we should be happy. We had ours. Yeah, we dried up, but we see stuff coming. We know there's stuff in the works, but we don't have anything right now. But we are getting some things coming up. Just be
I beg to differ.
But no, we not dry. Sea of Thieves.
I know, right? It's like I beg to differ, bro.
No, but that's
why are we forgetting this?
No, I'm saying no. Y'all aren't listening.
He's been brainwashed.
Let the man talk. Let the man talk.
Y'all ain't listening. I said we got stuff coming out now. Yeah, we had Sea of Thieves. We got State of Decay. We got Crackdown 3. We're having other things that are unannounced right now. We don't know, but we do have stuff coming. The fact that is the other ecosystem has big games coming. So what? Be happy for them. They have something to play. The people who are complaining are the people who aren't gaming. The people who are actually gaming are complaining. Like, why is that so hard to understand? If you spend more time focused on the other,
Jesus,
when you on the other side complaining more that they ain't playing what you ain't playing or what you have, you aren't playing what you're saying that you have. What are you doing? Like, understand?
That's 100. That's my
The true people on PlayStation who are gaming and playing the games that they want to play. They ain't complaining about what Xbox ain't doing. Just be happy that you have something that you want. Be happy that everyone is getting competition and everyone's playing a game. That's what it was. Why does it have to be this life or death? You have to choose a side. I have to choose a side. Fuck that. Look at what happened before with the Civil War. That ain't this shit. We ain't drawing no lines.
Damn. Hey, man, you know what? Do your mama know 12-year-old ass is cussing like that? Okay.
He ain't drawing no lines.
Look, my mama ain't here right now. She ain't going to have to get on to me.
I like that rant.
He been around this too long, boy. He done learned and he preached the sermon tonight. But
you know, technically, we ain't had no drought. We had Cuphead.
No, we haven't.
We had Forza Motorsport 7. December, we got PUBG. Then we got Sea of Thieves.
We would have had Cracked Out 3 if they would have stopped complaining.
You got Darwin. You got Darwin, which nobody don't really talk about.
Darwin Project is a great little game, as well as we also had
that one game where
Deep Rock Galactic.
Y'all just stop. Next topic, please.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, no, you gotta say what you gotta say. You gotta know.
We had to say that because they keep making up these droughts that don't exist.
I already said my piece on it. I mean, I think Xbox and Microsoft team and marketing needs to do a better job with marketing their games. To me,
absolutely,
that's the only problem I see that they got, because they've been releasing games consistently every year after year. Whether they delay some or they try to make up for it by putting out re-releases, they have been consistent. It's just that people complain because they look at quality over here versus quality over there. Sony has more years in the business of doing this. They have studios on top of studios on top of studios. Microsoft is still young in the game, so it's like it's gonna take them some time to get acclimated to that.
And you made a good point there, Delilah, that I want to hop off. Their marketing is the issue. The thing is, their marketing is what's killing them. They haven't gone after marketing deals this year or anything like that in this generation, or done anything big. But you know what? When you go on that aspect, why are they going to put millions of dollars into marketing when this kind of talk and dissension is happening among the community? When we say, oh, they ain't putting that shit out, but when they do,
I look at it like this: we're such a small. I look at it like we're such a small part of the community. Like,
I agree.
I mean, it's only about 30 people or so plus on I would say YouTube that's loud and like obnoxious about it. I mean,
but you gotta think about
we hate to realize this, but we're like the small, loud minority in this whole.
No, we ate pawn scum.
Delilah.
How many? Look, we are the fish that hang off the side of the wheel, man.
I was keep it a buck, Delilah. Let's keep it a buck. How many commercials you watch when you watching your Atlanta Falcons?
Zero. That's the point I'm trying to make.
But how many times now? Only reason I don't see commercials because I got YouTube Red.
I'm not the one complaining about commercials. I said marketing. That I don't say commercials.
I mean, what the marketing is. I mean, every time.
I think it's more than just commercials. No, but commercials on TV. I'm talking about commercials on YouTube. Commercials on.
You ain't never saw an Xbox commercial on YouTube?
Yeah,
that's all they got. I think that's what they got most.
See if these on.
Well, they put most of their commercials on YouTube and on streaming. Like you'll see it on Hulu.
Regardless, they got a marketing problem. No matter how many ways you want to.
It's a new generation. You got to find a new way of marketing. That's
right. Okay, no, 100. No, 100. Let Kaleidoscope talk, because everybody else. Let everybody get a chance to talk. Kaleidoscope, please.
I'll kick your ass tonight.
Well, the way I see it
again,
these people, the dissenters or whatever in the Xbox community, following these shepherds and whatnot that don't really play all these games. The way I see it, if you're unhappy with your console, then go get another one. It's as simple as that. All right. If you don't like playing on the Xbox, then get a PlayStation. If you want to be a multi-console owner, like a lot of members of this podcast, go buy a PlayStation and continue playing Xbox. It's all up to you. It's all what you want to do. You want to play games? Go play games. Stop complaining about it. Yesterday I was on a podcast. I ended up leaving the podcast because guess what? I wanted to go play Sea of Thieves. All right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some people say they don't like the game, yet I've seen a petition to have Sea of Thieves go to the PlayStation 4, which makes no sense whatsoever since they trashed it so much. But evidently the ones that trashed it were the ones that actually don't play games.
The ones that made the petition actually play games, right? And they want this dope exclusive from the Xbox to come to their platform, which is understandable, right? At the end of the day, the way I see it, just go play games, man. And the stuff with the DRM that they was talking about at the beginning of this generation, every time I see Steam powered, I think DRM powered. That's what I be thinking. And they do need to kick up their marketing though, because yesterday my homeboy Master Chiefa actually told me, yo, check out this game on the Xbox Gold for sale. I was like, what game? Flying Tigers. I was like, Flying Tigers? He's like, yeah, it's kind of like Crimson Skies, World War II. All right, I checked it out. Flying Tigers, Shadows over China, based on true events. Gameplay was tight as hell. I can't brag about the graphics though. It was okay. You know what I'm saying? But it's dope. It had that Crimson Skies vibe, and it only costed $12.
Yeah, okay. All right.
That's all I got to say about the subject. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to play games, just go play games, man. You want to be a multi-console owner? I'm going to be a multi-console owner later on this year.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have both. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get the best of both worlds.
Right.
My preferred platform will still be the Xbox.
Facts.
Facts.
That's it.
Don't sheeple.
Now, this is the thing for here, right, for me, right? Okay. KMEGA rant's about to start. Now, listen. Okay, today I got hit up by some random guy, right? And I get hit up by a lot of random people that just say wild shit, right? I got called a liar and a fraud, and I said, well, explain to me why. Well, that was yesterday. Explain to me why I'm a fraud. Never got an answer. Just saying, well, because of who you hang around with. But then in the next breath, the person was saying, hey, Z, I got a lot of love for you and the broadband bullies. I like to be on. What? I mean, what's going on here? Like, well, you know, I see a video basically where somebody's over here trying to use propaganda pieces to try to say that me, Z, and Crap, and Tim, and all of us, we hate Z for over here signing PlayStation contracts. What? 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 Like, I talk to Z every day, Jack. Like, I don't understand this, but it's just not. But let the beast feed itself, right? You know what I'm saying? But again, I say my piece.
You're ignore and block these people. Like,
I won't block these people because
I mean, come on. I think you guys feed off the drama.
No. I look at it like this: like, if you sit there and you come out to me and you got something to say, I'm going to read it. I'm going to listen to it. But then I got my right not to say anything back to it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? When they go all crazy and just say, I just like, okay, whatever, and then I just ignore it. But because it's easy like that. It's just like a nagging wife or some shit, right? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So again, there's some. I made my decision about God of War, right? Didn't tell anybody. Have not said to anybody else, you should not go pick up this game. This game is trash. Never said that. Now, if I've said something disrespectful to God of War, it's me being a joke like "fuck God of War," you know, or whatever. We going out for BGST. That's just me clowning, right? I have never said anything to the point of telling anybody that they should not get God of War. But I do not understand for the life of me of how people are getting so upset over my choice of not wanting to buy this game, and you love it. Why would you care about my decision with a game?
They need Mega?
No, they don't. No, they don't. They say that they hate me. They can't stand me. They want me to die. I'm like 51 and looking for retirement plans and shit. But listen, they still worry about what I say.
They trying to get you in the cult, bro.
Right. I don't get it. Look,
when you sign that contract,
when people said, I'll never sign that contract.
They want you to be a PlayStation-ologist.
Look, I've been a PlayStation dude. When PlayStation was real. When the PlayStation 1 and 2 had that hot fire, that day line. I was a PlayStation dude. Xbox is where it's at for me, man. I don't have no hate for any PlayStation fans. I don't have no hate for the PlayStation or Nintendo or PC because I own them shits. So why the fuck would I care about anybody saying what their preferred platform or their games that they're hyping up? When I say that I like Sea of Thieves, I'm not expecting you to go buy Sea of Thieves. I'm just telling you my experience. That's why I don't do reviews on my videos. I don't do no reviews. I just, you know what I'm saying? Because a person's preference shouldn't make another person go out and do whatever that you want them to do. They should look at the gameplay that you provide and let them judge for themselves. Let people be fucking adults. Real talk. So again, I'll make my point short. It's like, look, enjoy what you enjoy. Don't worry about what I like, because I damn sure don't worry about what you like. I'm still not getting God of War. I don't care about the game because it's not like the God of War that I loved. Okay, real talk.
It ain't like the God of War that anybody loved. Technically,
no, it's
it's a new, different style of game.
Bloodborne to me is a better version of this game. Look, when I seen Kratos go into that rage mode, I thought of two games: Destiny, being a Titan, jumping down and hammering the ground, and Rise when he hits the ground and everything turns red. Yeah, and he goes to berserk mode.
But that's not gonna mean that. Don't mean the game ain't gonna be dope.
No,
it's just not the typical God of War game.
Yeah.
I'm a God of War retard, and for the record, I will be unboxing that special edition Kratos statue on One-Way Dragon's team.
Get out your feelings. Get out your motherfucking feelings.
It's not the God of War on what anybody played because it's just the gameplay speaks for itself. It's a different. They might be telling a deeper story with some action. It reminds me of that game. What's that game? Lord of the Fallen. That's what it's called.
Oh, Lords of the Fallen.
That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like in God of War suits. That's what it looks, which is not a bad thing, but that's not that ain't God of War 1, 2, or 3, or Ascension, or any other ones on the PSP. So if anybody say, "Oh, you bugging," then you're not a God of War fan because I'm a God of War retard. If you go on my play PSN, my avatar is Kratos.
Yeah, God of War is like my second favorite franchise of all time, next to the mighty Halo. Now, if you're talking about the greatest game to me as like for the game that I most enjoyed for the trilogy or whatever, it's got to be Mass Effect. Mass Effect is amazing. It's a monster, but like I mean. When I was reading something when somebody said, "Look, PlayStation 4 is the best PlayStation of all time." You know what? You better go to the next store, go get you some medication, come back, drink some water, take that medication, go to sleep, and wake up, and hopefully you will be coherent again. Because no, the PlayStation has killed it for this generation because this generation overall has been lackluster on both platforms. If you really want to be honest,
it's the remastered. It's the remastered generation.
This is the most disappointing generation of all the generations that I can think of. Real talk.
It's about remasters and not new IPs. Facts.
But the PlayStation marketing, the PlayStation strategy has been the best that I've ever seen it next to the PlayStation 1. Because the PlayStation had to go against Nintendo and Sega, the behemoths in Japan. So you give PlayStation its props because they brought those bangers with the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 2.
That was a great era in gaming.
And then for every console, and then for everything else to try to jump in between to try to get into the contest, into the gaming contest with the 3DO and the Neo Geos and the Jaguars and everything else that came in between. Yes, it was the greatest generation, just kind of like I think about the NBA. You know what I'm saying? With the 80s and 90s was the best in the NBA history. So again, look, you can love this generation all you want to, but do not tell me what I should like and what I don't, because I don't do that to you. Real talk. All right, let's go to the next fucking topic, unless anybody else want to say anything about that.
I got some.
Hey, I toasted it.
I gotta get live wire in between baby interruptions. Let's go live.
Yeah, man.
Okay, go ahead, live.
Listen, man, my daughter, she be fussy, man. She be like, listen, motherfucker, you ain't paying attention to me right now. You want to think you want to put me down right now? No, fuck that shit. Hold me. No, fuck that. I'm gonna slap that pacifier out. Now you go pick that shit up. I be like, God damn.
Better get one of those clips, man.
No, I will say. Okay, now
she'll rip that shit off.
Reed Jr. I think it's Reed Jr. or 007. He said it perfectly. If anybody can say that about Xbox, what Xbox did to kill themselves this generation for trying to catch up was because of the Kinect situation. Their marketing for trying to bring the all-in-one entertainment gaming
many times
platform.
We gonna talk about this? Next topic.
I know. But that was it though.
We about to regurgitate 2013 again in another.
It had nothing to do with none of that.
That was 5 years ago, bro. 5 years ago. Can we talk about
it had nothing to do with none of that.
Okay, all right.
5 years ago, bro.
You're right. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's he made that point. It was
That's
what.
The point was made.
Back in 2013.
All right, let's go to PlayStation 5 rumors.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, no, yeah, man. But look, I'm off of it now. I had my rant. I'm through with it. Sorry, live. You know what I'm saying? I had to listen to Ivanka over here crying, saying you need to feed her. So you know.
I listened to that all last night.
Uncle Mega understands. Uncle Mega used to be there.
Nah, she said you wasn't shit either.
Damn, I love you, Ivanka. Anyway,
already high live.
I know she's already getting her daddy's motherfucking steps.
My White Junior.
Yep. PlayStation 5 rumors. Live, I'm going to you first. Okay, now, of course, these are rumors, but the PlayStation 5 is rumored to have 8-core Zen CPU, Navi-based GPU, and a GDDR6 memory. With a release date of 2019. VR baked in the silicone level. Dev kits already sent out. But there is no, earlier there was reports that they were talking about backwards compatibility.
Let me ask you a question. Who leaked it?
It was
the dudes that you got to spend $1,000.
GamesBolt.
No, it wasn't GamesBolt.
No, it wasn't GamesBolt. Some dudes you got to spend $1,000.
I just picked it up today. Wait.
I want to know who leaked. Who leaked it?
It's matter of fact, let me go find it right now.
Okay.
Who leaked it though?
Okay, I went to Gaming Bolt. Hold on. I'll go look right now.
Let me go. I just pulled it up.
If the person ain't legit, then
no.
They didn't divulge nothing.
He's legit on certain things, but they don't tell you the truth about all the stuff that he was wrong about.
It's pure speculation.
That's all it is. They had 2 different prototypes for the X, and nobody.
Who remember this? Who remember this? Red pill, blue pill. Who remember that?
Oh wow!
Take both of the pills.
Listen.
Pill, blue pill.
All I'm saying is these are the rumors. These are topics people want to hear.
Why you want to talk nobody? Fuck them.
Oh, come on, man. Look.
Hey, I'm with you, man.
Okay, stop sounding. You sound like a fanboy like that. You sound like a fanboy. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. 100.
I'll put it this way.
Don't be that guy.
I'm a tech guy. Them specs, that system going to be over $600.
I know that's okay, but fine. But don't come out and say, listen, I talk about that. Look, we are a gaming
That's
podcast.
right. You got to cover it.
We got to cover it all. And
I think they're right, King.
Yeah, well, okay, all right, well, okay, but hold on, let me finish because it wasn't done yet. I wasn't done.
Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Not on top of that is that, you heard the rumors that there was backwards compatibility that could be with the PlayStation 4, but on this report that I read today is that if you go to Gaming Bolt, and it'll be right there. I just didn't get the name of the person that posted, but he was saying that there was nothing that stated that backwards compatibility was going to be included yet. So, also, okay. So now, Triple Cup Chuck, go ahead. What was you going to say?
No, what I was saying was, I know 100 trying to say about the price of the all this this thing for the PlayStation 5, but what I was looking at, all that sounds exactly right. If they come out with the PlayStation 5, that's exactly how they should come out with the PlayStation 5. The only had one thing I think they had wrong was that 2019. Now, if they have something that come out it's going to be that powerful, it's not 2020. That's like more like 2022. But y'all know PlayStation is known for, delay, or announcing stuff years and years ahead of time. So they probably gonna do that, and that's probably what they're gonna come out with, but it's not coming out no 2019. I mean, why? I mean, just think about it. If your console is this hot, why come out with something else? I mean, just think about it in software. GTA 5. Do you think it'd be stupid for them to they came out with another GTA? I mean, think about why.
They make it back compat then.
I mean, it ain't just back compat. You got to be back compat, forward compat, and then at the same time, they're still going to cut their sales because you're gonna have people saying, "Well, I shouldn't buy a PlayStation 4 because the PlayStation 5 is going to come out." Why even put that thought in people's mind? You know what I'm saying? You want that PlayStation 4 to keep pushing. I
mean,
right now, everybody got one. So you know what I'm saying? These last couple of people they trying to get when they hit that 80 million mark, when they get these people here, that's when all their software gonna really start selling. I mean, they at the point where they're the gold mine. Why leave your gold mine and go try to search for another hole to go dig? No, you at the gold mine right now. Ain't no sense of having no PlayStation 5. I mean, even if the Xbox X is more powerful, you still got 80 million consoles that's out there. That means 80 million consoles. I mean, simple math is one person out of every 100 or every 1,000 will buy a game. You can't lose like that. But if you go with a PlayStation 5, even if it's backwards and forward compatible, you just burning unnecessary money. Why put that in the architect right now? Why?
That they don't have.
One reason.
Yeah, that's right.
They don't have. They don't have it to be playing.
22.
That's they call cynical level.
Yep, that's them.
That's what they call.
Yep.
Well, okay. Regardless, what do you think about this? I'm gonna go to you, Knuckles. What do you think about this? Do you think that these rumors are true? If is the date true? Is any of this true to you?
No, dev kits coming out early. Yes, that part may be true. Maybe the specs are right on what these dev kits are due. Because remember, the Xbox One X dev kits were twice of what we have in the base Xbox One X. Yeah, the dev kits are going to be more powerful. What we're going to get in the commercial side is going to be half of what they put in those things. But coming out in 2018, hell no. Whoever is saying that is full of shit, because in fact, Sony has the market share right now. They have the biggest selling console right now with the PS4. Why are they going to put out a brand new system that starts a whole new generation and cut into their sales? They're not going to have the software to go out with it. If they do have the software to come out with it, maybe. But I doubt they're going to have anything that's running that this quickly when they're still putting out games that are just barely finishing up for the PS4. That means they're going to have had these games made back during the PS3 era and completely skip this entire generation. They ain't going to do that because they already delayed most of the stuff in the PS4 generation. Why are they going to push it back? They're not going to try and recreate what happened with The Last Guardian, because with The Last Guardian, that took 10 years and that game didn't do well. They don't want to cut into their money. If they do this, that means that they put out almost 4 different consoles in less than 5 years. That is a console a year. That's gonna shoot and fracture their community. Like, they're already giving us shit about Microsoft doing these generational things. They did it just as much. If they put it out in 2018, they did it in a faster iterative time frame. That's worse for them.
Worse than a 32X. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Lemon. What do you think about this?
First of all, these systems are designed, let's just keep it 100. These systems are designed years in advance. There's always prototypes. Maybe they got an idea or a whiff of what's going to be in there. There is no final product, just like there's a new Xbox. Phil Spencer said, of course we're making the next Xbox. You got to future-proof yourself, and you don't start today. You start yesterday. That's just what it is. Number 2, Sony don't have the money to be playing with these console launches. It takes billions of dollars to R&D or research and development a system. They don't have money to play with. Right now, their cash cow is not selling systems, but the licensing for other companies who's selling tons of games on the PlayStation. That's where they're getting their money from. That's number 2. Number 3, they cannot change a generation because they feel it's time for PS5, because the developer is saying it's time for next generation. It's not the console manufacturers. It ain't Microsoft. It ain't Nintendo. Because if it was that fact, Nintendo wouldn't come out with an inferior system with a chip 2 years ago. The console manufacturers do not determine when a generation changes. The developers do. When they start reaching the end of a gaming cycle where they're struggling to put simple games for that year or that graphical features that they want, that's when it's time to move. 360, PS3 extended almost 10 years, right? And at the time of the PS4 and the Xbox One coming out, we had cell phones with more RAM than the 2 consoles we was playing. It was time. So always realize these companies just can't be dropping systems. They can't be this. That's why the Xbox One X, it's not a next generation system. It's just a better built system than a Pro. But technically, it's this generation, but on steroids. It doesn't have a next gen CPU. It's a modified Jaguar CPU, because if they put a Ryzen chip in there, they would have changed the demographic. They couldn't do it. The developers was like, no. So now this is what it is. People have to realize the steps that these manufactured consoles have to take. They do not decide when the generation change. It's the developers.
All right. Real talk. All right. Kaleidoscope, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Okay, go ahead. Man.
Actually, I agree with everything that everybody said, especially what 108 Dragons just put out. You know what I'm saying? It's just, if you think about it, it might be true. I mean, who knows? It might be true, but who's to say Xbox ain't gonna come out with something that's better? You know what I'm saying? So it's like the last generation lasted almost 10 years. I'm of the mind right now that this could go on for quite a few more years. And I agree with Chuck, man. I don't think it's going to come out to at least 2022 because there's just too many games being made right now.
And
they haven't maxed out these systems.
Right.
They haven't maxed out these systems in the slightest. All right. I mean, just think about it. At the end of the last generation, Microsoft was dropping titles like Gears Judgment and Halo 4. You know what I'm saying? And Forza Horizon, that, you know, if you put it to like the games that launched with the 360, dude, that almost seemed next gen. We haven't seen games like that this generation yet.
Forza 7, don't do that, son. Don't do that.
Well, all right, Forza 7, all right, but that's one, all right, but that's a racing game, though, just to put it out there, though. It is a racing game, all right, but we still haven't seen, you know, that great generational leap yet as far as games. Just like the Super NES, they had Donkey Kong Country, like what, late in their life cycle, and everybody was like, how the hell is this even playing Donkey Kong Country? This looks 3D, and it's a 2D console. Yeah. All right, so the way I see it, it's going to be quite a few years before that even happens. You know, the stuff that they listed seems way too expensive for a console. What are they going to tell people again? Oh, go get another job? Come on, man.
But we should want
that money like that.
It's a financial situation, and then you don't want an incremental upgrade. You want a generation leap.
Exactly.
So that's
you want a generational leap, but that it don't cost a lot. You don't want it to cost a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, $500 is pushing it. You hit that $600 mark, you're gonna have people throwing a tissy fit.
That's the death of a console if you hit $600. So, okay, what about you, Delilah? Where are you at on this? I know that you said this is fake news. Fake news.
I don't think it's necessarily fake news, but
I
seriously doubt that. Look at him. Whatever. I think that it's probably some truth to it. I don't think it could be, you know, a little bit more padded. You know how people hype stuff out, like, you know what I mean? So maybe kind of embellished a little bit. That's the word I was looking for. But I think that as far as the release date is concerned, I can see like a 2020, 2021, something like that, because they're hot right now. That's like, why? It's like, if your album is selling, why would you all of a sudden you just stop production on it, like, or stop?
Yeah, why would you make a new album if that first album is selling like crazy?
It's hot. I mean, you know what I mean? Don't get me started on the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Like, I mean, she can't even talk about whatever.
No.
It's one of those things to where, like, they
have 100's gone left. You can go left too. I mean,
why even mess with it? I mean, it's still selling. They still winning NPD after NPD. So come on, I mean, it makes no sense to me. But it's probably some truth to it. But yeah, regardless, I'm buying it when it come out.
Yeah, real talk. Okay, so who else did I miss? Did I miss
Knuckles live?
Okay, live. I've been trying to catch live and see what, if you know what I'm saying, if Ivanka's tripping or not.
In between baby vomit.
No more. She in
Okay, cool. So what do you think about the PlayStation 5? Is it true? And I want one more topic. So just, you know what I'm saying, so let's try to be a little quick so we can get out of here. But what do you think, live?
I mean, I agree with a lot of people saying, like, I don't think they'll start anything now, for the simple fact that I mean, look, man, this PS4 is selling. It doesn't make sense to have it come out next year. Like, if their sales fall off the cliff, or they project that they'll fall off the cliff, then maybe. But you know, looking at the games they create, like a God of War, is not. I mean, they aim for better graphics, and they, you know, their gameplay as far as their characters on screen. It's not like they put like mad people on screen. So that shouldn't really cause them too many issues as far as to make more games that look like God of War and The Last of Us and whatever. So the console doesn't look pushed yet. So like when we were at the end of 360 and PS3, you know, it looked like it was coming to the end of an era. You know, the game, like, even though they were able, like, Xbox had games like Halo 4 that were like, damn, I didn't know y'all could make some shit like this one. For the most part, the other games weren't looking like that. They were starting to kind of like, you know, they kind of hit a wall.
Right.
Whereas if you're still able to see a game like God of War and be like, oh man, that looks good, you know, if you're still getting that type of moment, then you still got some ways to go.
Yep.
Especially if they got that ray tracing, and I don't know if that's going to be applied to games that are coming out.
I think
this
so.
generation.
Yeah, no, they already said that there's games being worked on that's going to be on.
Be able to use
DICE. Yeah.
That's
definitely going to be. So
so
they don't know about the S, but it's definitely going to be on the X. So it might be on the. You might get games that will be on the Pro that could work on the Pro and definitely work on the X. But you know what I'm saying. But the Pro doesn't have the X12 though. So
I don't have to make a workaround.
It's OpenGL for those people that really need to know. It's OpenGL on PlayStation platform.
Hey, check this out. One last thing we got to say about this. Hey, one last thing. The casuals is not going to be ready for no PlayStation 5 or no Xbox Next. So, regardless of that, I mean, they still looking at these systems like they brand new. They would never buy no PlayStation 5 or no new Xbox. Say, man, yeah, we just got the new PlayStation.
Hardcore.
Yeah, that's just the hardcore. They'll do that. So they can't do that because of you can't survive without the casuals. I mean, I don't care what no hardcore say, but without the casuals, ain't no surviving.
It ain't.
Yep.
Look what just happened. Going left real quick. Look what just happened to Oppo DVDs players. They dead.
That's going to be a new thing. That's going to be a new little saying that we're going to do here. You know what I'm saying? You know, not to go left, but that's going to be the new thing. Yeah, that's the new thing. Not to go left.
That's a hardcore situation.
So for left, I don't know.
Hardcore purchases is the initial drive. The longevity purchase are the casuals. That's just what it is.
Why y'all keep on thinking this damn thing gonna be $500-600?
It's not.
So how much is going to be?
How much is it going to cost?
How much is it going to cost if it comes out in 2019, bro?
Yeah, 2019 is going
to be $500.
No, hold on.
It will not be
$500. About $700.
Okay, well, hold on. Let him say. Okay, 100. How much is it going to be if it comes out next year?
Okay, that chip they say that Zen chip is just as close as a damn i9 chip right now. No one can push that one. Like, no gaming PC can't even use an i9. I saw an i9 this week and I'm like, whoa, what the hell are you gonna use this for? That was like some AI type of stuff.
When the fan burnt, and they don't have no fan strong enough to push that right now.
But my thing is, if you're gonna do that, when Microsoft came in with the X, they had their own liquid cooling system and all that. Them chips.
You mean vapor cooling, but yeah.
Yeah, them chips get hot. You want to sell that to a consumer? Come on, you doing mass production? That is not cheap.
Well, you know what, 100, you hit something on the head. Those Ryzen chips. I wasn't gonna do that, Meg. I
had to. I don't have all day here to do a D batch. I do miss that. That was
the Ryzen introduction into the CPU market has changed the game because the computing power that they carry for that price will bring down console CPUs to a dramatic level. And for anybody that don't understand what I'm saying, right now, the weakest link in a console has always been the CPU. And with the Ryzen chip, coming out at those low prices, doing a lot of compute numbers, they will definitely be some form of that chip in the next systems. It will definitely be an upgrade.
Oh, yeah.
It definitely will be.
Hey, KMEGA, look, I gotta say this. Remember I think it was like a week before last, we was talking about the these graphics that we were gonna see for next generation and how they almost like photorealistic. You remember we was talking about that, right?
Yeah.
All right, now check this out. I was just, you know what I'm saying, I dumpster dive looking on YouTube, just the other YouTubers, and know they say on they think it's PlayStation 5 graphics. I'm like, hold up, this ain't PlayStation 5 graphics, man. And then like I'm seeing it popping up more and more. So they using that same clip and they saying this is what the PlayStation 5 gonna look like. So they already trying to put in people's mind state right now about the PlayStation 5. When y'all do get a PlayStation 5, this is what the graphics gonna look like on a PlayStation. I mean, these probably be YouTubers that's neutrals. They're supposed to say next generation graphics, but everybody saying PlayStation 5 graphics, they using those same images.
But they still,
I gotta laugh, yo, because the PlayStation 2, I remember a lot of people that they refused to buy a Sega Dreamcast. Because it was like, nah. Sony said that they're gonna have Pixar quality graphics.
Yes.
On the PlayStation. Everybody remembers that, right?
Remember the
right? And then it came out, and I was like, "Where's the Pixar quality, bro? What you talking about?"
Well, we already had photorealistic graphics. Everybody keeps forgetting the original Mortal Kombat.
Well, yeah, no, we're talking about. But the one thing for me though is. Hold on. The one thing for me is that's when kind of like everything started changing for me, because when PlayStation was going into that, and then when the PlayStation 3 got announced, and then they showed
the core processor.
Yeah, and they showed that racing game. I can't think of it right now, but it looked amazing. It was the off-road arcade racer. I forgot what it was called.
Oh, yeah. I can't.
Yeah, Mortal Storm.
Yeah, that's Mortal Storm.
And they had everything go. I said, "Oh snap, man! PlayStation for the win, man!" Well, I wasn't saying for the win. I don't know what the hell I was saying back then, but I was like, "Oh man," you know what I'm saying, man. And all of a sudden, yeah. Well, no, I wasn't saying that. But gnarly, bro. No, so I went and I was a late adopter to the original Xbox One. I mean, I'm sorry, to the Xbox, the OG Xbox. And so I jumped on for my PlayStation, and then I said, well, man, let me go ahead and get this bum ass Xbox, you know what I'm saying, until, you know what I'm saying, this PlayStation 3 come out, because I'm going to pay that $600 for these graphics. Did you see this? Talking to the homeboys and shit. And then I played Madden for the first time on the Xbox.
Over with.
It was a wrap, Jack. I said, what?
That's the game that got me too.
I'm gonna drop a gem on y'all that everybody forgot.
What?
Sony tricked us with one game. And I want everybody to remember this. Do y'all remember the Final Fantasy? They kept showing CG cutscenes.
Yes.
Final Fantasy 7. Yes. It was 7. And when everybody went and bought that game and saw those little Hobbit people.
You ain't lying.
I'm hardcore. They got me. I was hurt.
I wasn't so much hurt because I got compelled into the story, and I wanted to, because it was like
initially
it was one of my. It was graphically, but the thing of it was for me is that I wasn't into RPGs. So I started. So that was, Wild Arms was my very first RPG that I played, and then I went back to when I had my old Super NES and all that. Started playing Chrono Trigger and all those games back in the day. When
Chrono Trigger didn't show no CG with
no, but I went
characters and magical cut scenes.
I know. I fell in love with RPGs for Final Fantasy 7. Wild Arms and Final Fantasy 7 changed my life for RPGs.
They got the whole United States with that. And
they got it.
Final Fantasy 10 was amazing though.
Hey, KMEGA did make a good ass point, because that same thing happened to me. I had a PlayStation, and I went to one of my homeboys' house, and he had an Xbox, and they was playing Madden. I looked at that man. I looked twice. I said, "Man, these people look actually thick. They look like they really have something on the inside." I said, "Man,
and it was moving fast." And then what was the main selling point for me is the homeboy put in, and because I bought it, but I didn't play with it, right? Because I had it for like a month, and you know what I'm saying, because I was a diehard PlayStation dude. I don't fucking with this. This is PlayStation for life. You know what I'm saying? So it was like
put your CDs on there. It was over with.
When homeboy put his CD in there, when we sit there, I said, "You can do that?" He said, "Yeah, man, it got a hard drive." I said, "A hard drive? What the hell are you talking about?"
Hey, yo, on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Hey, Cloud.
A hard drive.
Days, yeah. I know just what you talking about, man. That was amazing.
Bro,
man. Stuff like that. Oh my god, dude, it was so good.
And then the Mighty Halo, then Homeboy brought the Mighty Halo, and at that point it was all over because at that I was in a transition in my life. And because we're gonna hurry up and get to this next topic and get out of here, but
still going left. Go
I know. Yeah, we said we're still going left. That's the new one. But I was almost about to give up gaming because the Dreamcast, I got the Dreamcast late too. So it was like, I'm kind of done with gaming. I've got a little bit too old for it. And then I got the Dreamcast and I played Halo and Madden and shit with the Xbox, with the original OG Xbox, and my gaming life just changed after that. Like, wow, this game is fire. It took me it took me about 5 hours to figure out that big ass Duke controller, but once I figured it out, it was
man. Hey, got me a Mad Cat controller, man. That was horrible, man.
Who got the camera on, looking like a cheap stripper?
Oh, that's collab. hey,
check this dude out looking like a cheap stripper.
Oh, okay, gotta pay the deal. Gotta pay the bills because I got the super chat back up. Big shout out to the Bang House. Chat. Yeah, I got the super chat back up.
It's up.
Yeah, so the Bang House, he said Square tricked you not. PlayStation, LOL. Yeah. Square tricked. Yeah, Square.
And he got me with the caveman shit. I am caveman.
I swear I can read. I swear I can read.
But to be fair though, Square did an amazing job with that. Like,
the CG,
the CG in that game was phenomenal.
Every
here we go. We about to go bloody knuckle Japanese.
We can't go. Hey, let me run left right quick, man. It'd be quick, man. Look, I kid you not. The original Xbox.
Sorry, Delilah. We going.
The original Xbox brought me so much of that. Yeah. Man, look, check this out. I had on my Xbox. I had a playlist of every song I ever wanted, and I had it in the order where it go from hype and it different another vibe. Then like an hour or two later, then I got my slow jazz playing. So I'm like, man, I have people come to my house now. I have it playing. I mean, for 4 and 5 hours, they hearing number music. They said, man, where you get this CD from? I said, man, it's on the Xbox.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about it blew people's mind that I had over hundreds of songs on my Xbox, and they the way I had it.
And remember, you had that beautiful. You could have your Xbox do like the crazy little designs and shit. And you play the music.
Oh man, turn the lights down. Man, over with.
Chick over.
Okay.
There's one thing I gotta add though, man.
They got analytics. So dope.
They had Final Fantasy VII. I was playing something called Sudeki.
That's nostalgia, man. That's what she got her husband. He played that motherfucking Key Sweat. And you know what I'm saying? I wanna please you. That motherfucker Xbox was doing.
Oh man,
they was that Pretty Ricky.
I had Stillmatic on Project Gotham Racing.
Oh, the R. Kelly boy. Oh man.
No, that's
shout out to the old R. Kelly.
Get him back on track. Get back on track.
I guess R. Kelly been a pedophile. Yeah, we're gonna get back on track. Okay, let's get to the last topic. Man. So we always do.
We got to do one. We just talk. Man, we got to do one. We just.
Hey, we're gonna have to talk about this after the show because we don't talk, boy.
We're about to talk all about Media Center. Let's go.
Xbox changed my life, Jack.
Xbox Connect. Who remember that?
Oh, man, I like my Connect. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I like it.
The original Connect was awesome. I couldn't really feel the new Connect, even though it was much more better. It was much better, but.
I said Xbox Connect, where you could play Halo with your computer and connect to people online and play on your network.
I wasn't playing online.
Oh shit, man. You advanced like a motherfucker, man.
Right.
I'm a late adopter to the online game in like 2010, 2011.
Get up in here, get this group hug, niggas.
Yeah. Hey, man, I wish I knew your shit, man. Back in the G, man, I would have knew your shit.
Hey, look at this hater look at this hater, man. This motherfucker.
What y'all talking about? LAN parties?
No. LAN parties was great. No, old boy was like Xbox. He said Xbox fanboy are middle-aged, bald-headed men and fat.
Hey, Tam, thank you. Hey, appreciate that, my boy, man. It's a blessing.
I thought you saw me earlier. I ain't fat.
Yeah, so I'm fat. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But
man,
hey,
I'm fat like my bank account.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm fat like my wallet, son.
Pockets.
I'm fat like my pocket.
We still.
Oh, a big shout out to Reed Jr. 007. You know what I'm saying? Paying the bills. He said, "What do you think the firing of a Terry Merson?" Yeah, no, good. I mean, it just makes Phil have full control because that was Phil's boss. So, you know, it
fired him.
Yeah, because he was an asshole.
I mean, hey, I gotta give a shout out to Randall Thorpe because he said that went on way beforehand, like it was Rand, and I think it was
shout out to Rand. Yeah,
yeah, they were saying, man, it's not Phil. That mean they money getting bottlenecked by him, so they got rid of him.
Ooh.
Yeah, now Phil in that position. You think Phil ain't gonna let that money flow? He a gamer. You don't think this finna come, man?
Yeah, it's about to come, man. I'm telling you. Okay, so let's get to the last topic and get out of here.
Do this.
That was perfect. Kaleidoscope. I said kaleidoscope. I mean triple cup shot. All right, hey, it's about that time. I need to get on these sticks. The Xbox marketing. Okay, huge in my opinion. I really think. Well, a lot of people. They go left, they go right. Because I was one of the people that was saying, look, let Xbox do in-house, let them go ahead and do their first-party studios, but it's going to take time because if you want great games take time to make, right? I said, on BGST. Yeah, I said that on BGST. I said because who cares about the Call of Duties and all of them? They'll still come to the Xbox. Who give a damn about you know what I'm saying, about waiting a month for DLC. You see what I'm saying? So now, you know, Mooch and all of them were saying, you know, hey, look, the marketing rights is right here. Okay. So I'm going to ask the panel, was this a good move for Xbox to get these marketing rights? And I'll read off a couple of these games, right? Okay. So you got
read all of them.
Okay. Read them all. All right. Let me.
It's not that many.
No. There's a good list. Okay,
it's a good list though, but it's not. It's not like 20 of them. It's like
Borderlands.
Less than 10.
Borderlands 3, the new Splinter Cell, Madden 19, The Division 2, Cyberpunk 2077, and Battlefield 5, and then the big one, Anthem.
Wait! You forgot one. Splinter Cell.
You know, he
did say Splinter Cell. That was the second one.
And to be honest with you, them the obvious ones. Them the ones that we already thought they was gonna get. I was expecting them. Now, if it would have been Call of Duty, I mean, listen, y'all know I'm a Battlefield player. I do not like Call of Duty at all. But if they would have got their Call of Duty on right back, I mean, that's bump the bullshit. Call of Duty is going to make or break anything because you could take all these Call of Duty players and bring them back to Xbox. They got to promote it on Xbox. I don't care what the media say about anything about Xbox, but to see these gamers that's playing, these YouTubers, they got to play it on Xbox because if they want to compete, they got to be at their best peak. And on their best peak, they got to be used to the Xbox controller. So they got to play it on Xbox. That's what they needed to get. All these other games, I knew that. But the Call of Duty is the main thing. See, the 360, they knew one thing. That Call of Duty is going to keep gamers coming in because what you going to play? What your friends play. And all your friends got to play Xbox. It's going to trigger down the line. I mean, that's how I looked at it. So it's a good thing, but it still missed the big target. I mean, and I'm not a Call of Duty player, so you're hearing this from a Battlefield player.
Yeah, I'm a Battlefield dude too, but this last card is really good. I like this last card, to be honest.
Because it's an old card, that's why.
Man, that card is a Battlefield card, a mini Battlefield.
It's true.
Can I jump in on this?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, no,
nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Last five, let's get it.
Nobody cares, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
The last 3 or 4 Call of Duties in garbage and sales fell off. Microsoft beat that. Remember, before they can present something, they got to show the package. Microsoft felt like we're not giving third parties all these money for advertisement when it's going to come out anyway, and we can put the money into ourselves.
Right. I said that.
Really gives a damn if Star Wars Battlefront 2 is marketed on PlayStation 4 when that's easy work for Microsoft.
Because it's mind share. I mean, that's what they battle for. They battle for mind share. So if they have the marketing rights to these titles, it signals to casual like, man, I got to get Xbox. I got to play it on the Xbox. They don't know that it's possibly on a different platform.
Man,
they feed off of mind share.
Okay, but
about the casual.
Mind share goes a long way.
Yeah, because a casual.
Last generation, those marketing deals was more important than they are this generation.
They're
important, but they're not detrimental like they used to.
Hey, how many
They're
people
probably
like
the
that
first 2 years of a
PS5 that
generation is the most important.
But what is everybody? What is everybody?
The hardcore, of course not.
What is everybody barking about Microsoft for? What is everybody talking about? First party. First party. They're not worrying about no goddamn Call of Duty, no Battlefield.
But they would.
But what I'm saying is the focus this generation for Microsoft has to be.
But again, that's something that Chuck said that was absolutely the truth, and that is the casual is what moves the gaming market. And if you got a marketing deal with COD, if they've got the marketing deal back with COD, it would move the needle back to Xbox for sure.
Right, your friends gonna play with your friends play it.
Yeah, your friends is gonna go there.
They went over to Sony and presented it to them first. Microsoft said we don't want it.
Right, I know, which to me was a smart move because of the promise of bringing their first party. But of course,
it's time to
we know what happened. We know what happened. No need to go into that whole spiel.
Right.
And so now it looks desolate when it comes to first party right now.
Let me ask you a question. When COD was not doing well, Microsoft looked like a genius. Let's talk facts.
No, you're right. You're right.
Okay, now that they made one good COD, this whole generation.
No. Hey, I'm just saying it's time to get COD. Yeah, it's time to get COD back. I mean, that's going to the fact. Right. Hey,
look what I said. Off of one game,
right?
You trying to tell me that they made a mistake out of the
no
before it?
Hey, no, I ain't saying they made a mistake. I said it's time to get COD back.
Let's see what happens this year.
I like
game blow up.
The marketing rights is up with Sony. The marketing rights is up. Yeah, now it's time to get COD back.
No, 2020 is when the lease is up.
Okay, well, that'll be get it back in 2020 then. But you just get it back then, or when a new generation of a console about to come out. So the first 2 years of a generation of a console, you go out. The first 2 years, get everything. I don't care if you go bankrupt. That's when they need to get everything, because once you get that first 10 million, then it's gonna go to the old dumb saying is friends go where they friends.
And this is what I'm marketing right there. When we talking about these console wars, Sony has still been number one, even though it looked like Microsoft won in the 360 era. That red ring of death, people was buying 3 and 4 Xboxes to keep they.
I mean, yeah, that's what that was.
Let's just keep this 100. If people want to talk about console sales and Microsoft won, they never beat Sony. Sony had a legitimate 85 million sold or 83 million. They looked tied because Sony caught up. But technically, the generation before that, they had 100 million systems sold plus. You understand? That red ring of death.
That made people buy 2 consoles.
2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, because I bought 2.
Yeah. Okay,
but I bought more PlayStations
on a video game level as Sony. Last generation fooled a lot of people with those statistical numbers that the idiots ran the VG charts and looked at.
I mean, look at these. Oh God! Hey, you sound like you.
Yo, first of all, that shit sound like that Japanese movie, The Ring.
He sounded like
yeah, dude.
No, he sounded like Yoshida.
That was crazy.
But check this out, Drake. Hey, look, check this out. But you gotta think about like right here, right now, is more gamers in the world because the gamers there was kids, the gamers that's ground. Now look, you got the Nintendo. You know what the Nintendo is? That's the gateway drug. That is the gateway drug. It brings in the game. Even if you want to say the mamas and pops or whoever, they don't mind giving their kids a Nintendo with no questions.
Right.
So Nintendo is the gateway drug. However you want to cut and slice it. Once you go from that, you got the Grand Theft Autos that all the youngsters want to play. You got your Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? You got your gateway drug. So now they getting older, we get older. So the age of gaming is getting older. So now you got bigger generation. So the number is going to increase. So it might have been on the Xbox 360, 80 million. Of course, a lot of people had red rings of death. They went and got them another Xbox. So let's say that 80 million probably was like 60 million. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just giving it a good number. But all these new gamers that's coming from this it's 10 years. From this new 10 years now, we got a new generation of gamers that add onto our generation and your generation of gamers that's already out here. So now we're getting an older generation of gamers. Man, you might see, you know what I'm saying? The average gamer age might be 50 years old. That might be the new average for a gamer.
Now it's really around KMEGA's age.
I mean, yeah, right now I'm talking about like in the near future. I mean, I'm just saying, look forward to 50 might be the new age for gamers. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a thing that, you know what I'm saying, we can hold dearly to our heart that we could do this and be proud of this. So when we see the Xbox, the numbers going to build because we're going to increase gamers, not decrease. So the numbers is going to go up. 80 million is still a mark. Watch Sony start slowing down. Xbox going to pick up. Watch.
I just brought up the numbers because people forget, you know, how Microsoft catapulted themselves. The Red Ring hurt and helped them at the same time because people were so in tune to the community and the party chats and all this other stuff. They didn't want to leave that because remember, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3 didn't have all that. The PlayStation 4 really got Xbox 360 features. We've been had that 6-7 years ago. Party chats and private chats and all these team invites. That's new to PlayStation because they didn't have that. So, you know, that's why I just brought it up because some of these Xbox dudes, they get confused on who really won last generation. So I just wanted to bring that up.
I mean, whoever won.
I just want to get back on subject because everybody done steered left and whatnot.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought it was brilliant as far as the marketing rights, especially to a game like Borderlands, all right, which last generation was selling out the yin yang. And then when they did that handsome collection this generation, a lot of people jumped on that again, even though there was only one new game in that collection. You know, it's understandable. And then you think about Anthem, that reception that it received at E3, everybody was blown the fuck away.
Yeah.
And they're going to be marketing this? I can imagine what the Xbox One X visuals are going to look like if they do
everything's going to be pushed on
enhance it. All right. And then also, no, I know they probably are.
Yeah.
And then also Cyberpunk 2077.
I can't wait.
I could imagine the marketing by the creators of The Witcher.
Another 360 plus
hours. Be like, what? Know what I'm saying? That's something that's gonna blow people out of left field. All right, I'm definitely gonna be blown away. All right, because these guys, CD Projekt Red, they took RPGs to the next level. Nobody thought it could go there, but these guys took it to that next level, man.
The Witcher.
Oh my gosh, yo. And then there's one more. There's one more game that Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
Everybody this entire generation, I've talked to a lot of cats. It's like, damn, where's Splinter Cell at, man? Where's Splinter Cell? And they haven't come out with a new one. Now, if Assassin's Creed Origins is anything to go by, that new Splinter Cell is going to be sick as hell. It's going to be one of the sickest games this generation. All right. And they got the marketing rights to that. Man, you're going to get a lot of cats that probably were Xbox heads back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And they now play on PlayStation. They're going to see that Splinter Cell. They're going to be like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Even though it might come to PlayStation, but it probably won't have those Xbox One X enhanced visuals, right? Probably running in 4K native. I'm just saying, it sounds brilliant to me, bro.
I think that the marketing deals would be fantastic, but I know we got to hurry up and start wrapping this up. We're going on 2.5 right now. Anybody got to say anything else about this?
I want to say something real quick.
No more, Chuck. You said enough.
I just said good podcast. When I said it's a good podcast, and that, man, I can't say everybody hit the like button. My bad. Everybody want me to say that.
You and what?
Hey, Megan want me to say hit the like button, man. But hit the like button.
Hit the like button. Hit the damn like button. I hit the like button, but I can't say nothing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Anybody want to drink? Hit the like button.
Yeah. I'm about to pour some in the cup when we get off. Anyway, what you got to say, Knuckles? Delilah, do you got anything to say? Whatever.
I don't have anything to say now.
Okay, all right.
I'm just saying these deals for this. These are games that we saw coming. You know, especially with Anthem. You know, when Microsoft puts out a big game on their stage that isn't their exclusives or isn't a launch exclusives, they're going to get the marketing rights. We saw quite a few of these games on their stage anyway. We saw Metro Exodus. We knew that was going to be one. They had Anthem to end off their show. That was their big closing thing, and that got talking for everyone. We've known about Cyberpunk 2077 for a while. They have a great relationship with CD Projekt Red. Why wouldn't they get the marketing rights for it? Some of these are all no-brainers that they would put for it, because these are all going to be big launches and big games.
They've always had Splinter Cell, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Splinter Cell was really big on the OG Xbox. You know, everyone remembers Pandora Tomorrow. Everyone remembers Christ, or what was it? Christ
Like
Theory?
that Borderlands, bro.
Yeah. And Borderlands, like that's another no-brainer. You know, these games are ones that we would expect for them to get, and these are games that are gonna do numbers. Borderlands has such a big community. Everyone's been waiting for a Borderlands 3. This is one that they definitely should put and show what they can do with those kinds of visuals and over-the-top explosions and crazy weaponry with a lot of enemies that you would expect from a game like Borderlands. You know, the look at the visuals that we saw from Anthem, that's something that would benefit heavily from the Xbox and having that kind of push. Metro Exodus is such a unique game that a lot of people really love. These are games
that's not even on the list, and that's another game. Yeah,
these are no Metro Exodus was on the list, I believe.
I'm not on the list that I've seen, but yeah, I know. They showed it at last E3, so yeah, of course it's on the list.
Yeah, these are games that are no brainers that they get these marketing, and that's the one thing that Sony did right. You know, they got these big marketing deals for games that sold well on those on PlayStation because of the fact that they had these heavy marketing rights. Look at Destiny being one of the top ones. You know, yeah, we could all hate on Call of Duty except for Lady Infamous.
Not much now, though.
Not much now, yeah, but that's a whole nother story. But they did sell a lot over there because of that. And look at, you know, Call of Duty. Call of Duty is always a big seller. We can hate on it all we want, but Call of Duty always does numbers, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. It does numbers, and Sony has pocketed from that. These are games
that's the actual quality of the series this generation: good, bad, and ugly.
But these are games that are top-notch games that are gonna absolutely be big. They're stuff that got people talking from the littlest hint. Look, we still don't know anything about Cyberpunk 2077, and yet there's everyone making any possible theory about what it's about. Like any possible, and there's already rumors that we're gonna see it finally here at 2018 at E3. Like, these are games that are gonna leave these big impressions. These are the perfect gets for them. And this is what they should be doing. They should be going after these big names for marketing deals. They need to push it.
All right. True. Good deal. Anybody else got to say anything before we get the hell out of here?
Nah, we good.
Okay, good deal. Okay, so 100 probably sleep.
This shit too goddamn long. I'm right here.
All right, no, we good. You said your damn name. Anyway, we out.
He sounded like he was sleeping, just hopped up.
Just hopped up. That's his superpower. That's his superpower. Anyway, we about to get out of here. Let's go to our illustrious panel to do our sign outs. I'm going to start off with the ladies because, you know, Delilah, HD, got to get the hell out of here.
Let's hold it down for the ladies, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, Delilah HD. You guys know you can find me on Twitter, Delilah_HD. You can also find me tomorrow, noon Eastern on GWG. We'll be having an open mic. So come with your questions and check us out. So it'll be on Lady Infamous channel. I'm sorry. No. That's right. We created a brand new channel specifically for grown women gaming, and so we're going to start advertising there. But
so I got to subscribe.
Definitely, you want you guys to come there.
Give the ladies some love.
Yes, we're trying to grow over there. So I'll let you guys know privately in our chat about that in a little bit more detail. But yeah, check us out.
All right, no doubt. All right, 108 Dragons. Where can they find you at? I like that little thing that you put on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Advertising your shit. Good promotion. I liked it. It's good.
Thank you, sir. You can find me at 108.
Still trash and 2K with that overpowered LeBron James.
Whenever you want to live stream, buddy.
We can do it tonight. Anyway, go ahead.
108 Dragons TV. Y'all already know where y'all can find me, man. I only promote the facts. I promote good gaming. You know what I'm saying? Just giving up information and some serious tech reviews. Got some real things coming up soon, and stay tuned for that E3 coverage, baby.
Yes, the E3.
I cannot wait. Anyway, all right, Kaleidoscope, man, our newest member, man. Glad to have you on, man. What's up? Where can they find you at, man?
Yeah, y'all can find me on Twitter at DirectX-the, on YouTube at the Scope, and on Xbox Live at Kaleidoscope.
You go give a shout out to DirectX 12 minus the fraud.
Oh yeah, and also tune in tomorrow on Saturday for DirectX minus the fraud.
Damn, I got to get paid for that.
They did the show yesterday, though. There was an impromptu show yesterday, so that's probably why I kind of spaced it. And also tune into the Heroic Vibrations podcast on Wednesdays. Actually, check out the one that happened this week. We had the E-Rock X on there, the Don King of Xbox, and he gave us his input as to why he hates Marvel.
Which was a trip. E-Rock is enough for that, man. Big shout out to E-Rock. He's a cool ass dude, but on that, you get the L for that, bro.
Man, he talks too smooth to be that way, though.
Yeah, man. Talk about. I say you don't like Marvel.
All right, man. Shout out to E-Rock because he was just like, man, he's like, Bloody Knuckles over here, Collider be hating on my DC, man.
Yo. But there's something that'll get E-Rock happy, though. I saw something today that talked about a Justice League cut, Justice League Zack Snyder cut. 2 hours and 52 minutes. It's going to drop in November. I'm thinking that's a rumor. It might be fake news.
I'm going to go see it. I'm going to go see it.
But I'm going to definitely get it if it does come out.
I like Justice League. I don't know why people... I think Wonder Woman is off the chain and this Aquaman going to be fire. Anyway, so
I'm weird.
Let's go to 100. That bum, that superhero that did not give us his power. What's going on?
He was snowing.
He was. Hey, what?
You talking crazy to me? I got to give you an L tonight.
100. What's your superpower?
Man, wake your early times down ass up.
I've been on the phone. I've been working, man. I was working, man. I've been working and all type of things. Y'all won't come at me like this. You know what? You on DirectX tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get real medieval like I usually do.
You're gonna get this work, man. After I dispatch 108's Dragons, I'm gonna whoop your ass man too. Trifecta tonight. I'm gonna get the victory tonight, like I did.
Half a fifth left.
No, you gotta play the peasants before you come challenge the throne.
Okay. Well, how about you while you talking that hot shit? Why don't you play me some DBC? 108?
I'm always gonna play DBC, but you want some 2K horse? You trying to get that Trojan horse into my house? That ain't happening, partner.
It's got to happen. Let's go. Sorry, 100. We disrespect.
Hey, why don't y'all play a one-on-one?
That's what we do.
I mean, that's what real. No. On the blacktop, play a one-on-one on the blacktop. That's when your real skills show.
You talk about
that's what's up.
I'm telling you, hey, that's when your skills show. Not I got LeBron James, because if you got LeBron James, you discredit. And I already heard Dragon. I mean, you my dog, and I got to keep it real. Man, if you play with LeBron James, he unstoppable. Man, go to one-on-one on that blacktop with him. Then beat KMEGA.
I've been playing with
KMEGA. Y'all going live.
Cleveland Cavaliers. You know what I'm saying? And my team is a third-tier team, and I don't play with Golden State just to win, because you can get on too, since you want to beat Don King.
I play with my home state. I play OKC with Thunder, baby. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, double overtime. I mean, I got whooped. I got spanked pretty good the first couple times.
I'm not talking.
I'm playing better now.
Chuck, the Don King queen over here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. We can talk about this after Xbox After Dark. Go ahead, 100. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck LeBron James. Fuck Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? This is Lakers for life, but I'm gonna play with my Portland Trailblazers tonight. Let's go.
Let's go.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Hey man, appreciate it. Appreciate for saying this was a good podcast. Salute, even though this was a disaster when 100 started going freaking left. And babies crying.
Everybody went left. Come on.
I did go left too. I'm sorry.
Everything.
Anyway,
left podcast.
Bloody Knuckles, our youngest member of the group. You know what I'm saying? I hope your mom won't get upset because we went past your curfew. Where can they find you at?
Man, she don't know. She's sleeping. I'm trying to be quiet over here. Nah, but you know what it is, man. Just out here always just doing everything, man. You can catch me on my show, the Smash Podcast, tomorrow, 2:30 Central. Your little corner for geeky goodness and nerdy news. We talk all things comics. Of course, you can find me on Wednesdays with Collider and with Triple Cup on the Heroic Vibration, and on Thursdays with the saltiest crew over there on the Saltiest Podcast. And of course, you can find all of us here on Fridays on GRG.
Oh, they made you a member out there on Salty Stuff?
Yes, sir.
Listen to that. Congratulations.
Hey, you know what? And I'm bringing back to Saturday night. Late night.
God.
Hey, man,
no,
y'all
extra.
can't hang on, what I'm talking about this is. Do you sound like Eddie Griffin and y'all too?
I don't know. He's sound like Eddie Griffin.
I think Hunter had a little too much drink tonight.
No, I am. I'm tired, man.
Can we get off?
Xbox at the dark.
Well, Hunter sound like an angry
See, you can't be talking about this stuff because
my own thing back.
Look,
I'm
bro.
taking Xbox After Dark next Saturday night.
Who cares? Anyway, promote that shit on your channel. Anyway, let's go ahead. Live wire.
You about 30 tonight.
For me clowning your ass, I'm gonna gain 30. Let's go live wire. Let's go. What do we get?
I don't know what here. Yeah, man, check out my content. I'm trying to put out some more videos in between changing diapers. You know what I mean? It is what it is. She got me busy, bruh. She got me busy. She mad. Yo, she mad demanding, bruh. She be like, F KMEGA. She be like, nah, he be trying to come in between me getting my bottle. F that Negro. I said, oh, man.
How about going, man? Wow. What's going on?
Wow.
What's going on tonight?
Hey, KMEGA, what you doing?
Hey, and then he trying to be civil with it.
Mega, we gotta start putting the muzzles down, man.
I know, man. Look, I don't know what's going on tonight.
KMEGA want to be the man all the time, but he knows he's the big
man.
This is what happens when we don't have infinite Mr. Washington.
I know. I need
I told her we need her.
Okay.
Like, we need you, infamous.
Okay, anyway.
So, you gotta get that.
Shoot, I'm about.
And,
yeah,
I'm too chill for that. I'm too chill.
Thank you, everybody. This is your boy KMEGA 405. Thank you for rocking out with us so damn long. Like, people don't act like we got other things to do or other people to grab the controllers and do the pants off, dance off, or even go to fucking sleep because they might got to go to work tomorrow. I don't, but you might. So let's go ahead and get out of here. Oh, do not forget, if you want to support the channel, you want to support us, man, please go ahead and sign up to the Patreon. You get your chance to win God of War. That's right. I'm giving y'all a God of War. That's how generous I am. I'll give you that piece of shit game. And, you know what I'm saying, State of Decay 2, if that's what you guys want, if that's what you prefer. If we get our first 20, we'll definitely give a first year of Xbox Live, a year of Xbox Live or PSN, or 6 months of Game Pass. And do not forget, we did a podcast last night called GRG Uncut. It's smaller. It's not going to have so many fools on the podcast like we normally have. But we had a stable 100 last night. It's more personal. And Don is in there because he works on Friday, so he can't be here. But Don is going to be there with us, and we're going to be bringing different people. So if you're down to want to be down with the GRG Uncut, and I'm talking about PlayStation fans, PC fans, or podcasters, whatever, we want you all to come and be a part of what we're doing so we can all have a great discussion. You know what I'm saying? We'll be a little bit more loose because it'll be part of the Patreon, but we want you to come out there and support us. So anyway, thank you guys for rocking out with us. As always, good night, peace. I don't want to hear nobody say another motherfucking thing. We gone.
And you get a